Fuck you, YouTube, and the one
Uh,
listener, you little bitch.
Oh, here we go again.
The one viewer.
One viewer, hello.
What
He
a
knows
way
what
to
he did.
start a video.
No, he
He'll
knows
be
what he
insulted
did.
if he's not insulted.
Exactly, but he's a little excuse me, he's not a masochist. He just wants to know his limits.
Just assume our singular viewer is male.
They're always
What if that
male.
singular viewer is me?
Yeah.
Well, then,
I mean, it's not,
listen,
but what if it was?
you can be male and still be a raging bitch. I'm just saying. So, you know.
Like my ex.
What ex?
Okay,
Huh?
so where we
Ah,
left
fuck
off,
you.
the party was imprisoned in the Dawn John, and
Yeah.
the interviewers were called away to attend to something.
Giant slime thing.
Yes.
I see.
Somebody
Well then,
was
I will no longer be sharing any info with you, Dirk.
what?
Nope. You know what you did.
What did I do?
No, I'm not gonna fucking tell you. If I tell you, you'll never learn. Holy shit. How do you
Who's the
people
DM?
forget things? I think, yeah. Well, they fucking shouldn't have made me do all of this and then expected me to respond properly. You're the one who overloaded my brain. Now you have to pay for the consequences.
Oh, shut up. Here, take some RAM.
Nope. Kiss my ass.
I thought I was the ram.
I have some I can toss her when it's needed. But
You were saying somebody was.
yes, one of the off silent was in, and there were two on silent.
No.
One of which I
Fucking
believe
four.
shared their water skin with the party and probably expects to get that back.
Yes, Tetsuya would have given it back once he was done.
Okay.
And some deliberation on a certain riddle was done.
The party was trying to figure out what the prophet had intended.
Oracle.
Or, you know, they are oracle. But I guess they were an oracle.
I mean, if we're really gonna split hairs here, technically, they're an avatar, but
I mean, they could be a soothsayer, I don't know.
no, they are a priestess of Apollo, technically murdering in the classification of avatar in our game. Or listen, all right, but that's why we don't split hairs, because I can make it so much worse. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, and, there's some kind of static noise coming from
Yes.
outside the building.
And there was some sort of something, I don't remember exactly what it was, that was coming over the wall and through the town.
Well, it hadn't gotten to the town yet, but it was at the wall.
Okay, so it was hitting the wall and about to go over it. It was a
I'm no
problem.
longer- I'm not going to give you.
And I basically said, let me know when it's here, and I kicked back. Because today has been an exhausting day.
And then you got Amigo being like, "Do you guys know about this, right?" Nope, so
Bye. We lost a co-DM.
Yeah.
could have been an internet connection thing.
It might have been. They might have also... I don't know. But we should probably pick up that conversation where we left off. If anyone had anything to add to it since it's been an entire week.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall the details. kind of working our way through a little bit, but
Yeah, we had
I think-
discussed that the thing was like a fae or something.
Well, the
Do
group
we?
was a fae. The person we are unsure of. I
Yeah.
put forth the possibility of being nobody, but Armako doesn't know nobody, and the prophecy was given to her. So that doesn't help.
Yep.
And I mean, Amiko hasn't really been here recently. The only other person I know that could know both would be Asuka and the group here.
Yeah, I remember you almost wanting to cause another invasion because you wanted to bring Shadow back. No.
No, I did not say that.
No, I remember. Hey, Shadow's not demonic or
That
angelic.
that was a DM
That was me.
guidance.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
no.
call it guidance. It's more like mischief.
And I just said, well, what catastrophe are we gonna get this time?
Yeah. The last time we were invaded, last time after that we were invaded, the time before that. I don't know. Seems to be a pattern here.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much where we left off. Was saying that it was a fae. We just don't know whom.
Yeah, we figured out the group should be Fae, but the whom is a mystery,
Yeah.
and we have absolutely nothing to go on for that.
There's a lot to go on there.
Well, I mean, Amiko hasn't even been with us that long, and
Tetsuya less so.
yeah.
Tatsuya literally joined the. What an introduction. Hey, help me with
Yeah.
this thing. Okay, now we need to go into town. Okay, now we're being escorted? It's like,
What?
You also gotta think Tatsuya wasn't there getting the prophecy, so he wasn't included in it. So trying to include Tatsuya in the recent person's
Yeah, it
met
doesn't
party
necessarily mean
list,
Tatsuya is involved.
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
and snag yourself up on that.
Doesn't mean I'm involved either.
Well, they were asking about your.
I-
Yeah, so you are involved.
I know. I just wanted to see if you catch that.
It could be funny though that they were just talking about things involving Amiko.
Just
Choosing to ignore
Amiko.
you.
I'm like, forget all these other
Oh.
people. Let's talk about you.
Anyways,
Even though you're doing this
ignore
for so
this
funny.
fine event,
The way I read this is that it was
and
directed
there was-
specifically towards Amiko.
Let's see.
I mean, if it was otherwise, I'd like to know. That would open up the realms a bit.
How are those walls
Mhm.
holding up?
Well, you know what? At this point, I don't know. However fucking well you want them to hold up.
I mean, it's their city.
Yep.
Now, I could roll something for it, but you won't like the result.
Please do.
Okay, let's see.
Well, yeah, it would have no trouble getting to the top of the wall, but it might lose half of its health on the way down.
I have a lot of goddamn trouble getting to the wall at all. I don't care if you're made of slime. You're not getting away from concussive force. Let's see.
Of course, you got Tetsuya just kind of fidgeting, still nervous-ish.
Hey, any of you got PTSD from explosions?
No.
Oh.
Amiko's going to shake her head.
You got sensitive hearing, like in character?
Tetsuya, yeah.
I suppose
That's who,
Amiko
yeah.
would have fairly sensitive hearing, being
I mean,
a wolf.
I tend to have more sensitive hearing than most people I know as a default in my real life.
Yeah,
I imagine having cat ears would only make that worse.
yeah, absolutely.
Alright, yours about to start fucking hurting.
Oh no.
Oh, is the anti-magic gonna go off?
Not the anti-magic, no. We're not letting that get close defense. Alright. You are starting off strong with the mortar. Let's see. The faint thunking in the distance. More than one.
The sounds of many mortars.
398 to be exact.
Oh,
Shells or damage?
Hmm?
Shells or damage?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, no, 398 mortars. Excuse
Okay.
me, yeah. It's a lot of damage. That's big, though.
what size mortar?
It's an 81 millimeter mortar.
Ooh.
You know, at least one whole hit point.
Let's see, we got the 120s going in. They're just buying time until they can get the railway, or they can realign the railway with the city.
I'm gonna ask for Layara to just plug my ears.
Well, they can do that, but I don't think that's gonna reduce the very much.
Not much, no. Maybe a little bit though. So
It'll
good.
just feel like I'm underwater, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We'll stop your
So it
eardrums
sounds
from ripping.
weird.
Mm.
Wait. Can your eardrums still get ruptured if you're underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Can? Okay.
And in fact,
If-
water can do that.
I was gonna say it would be a little
Yeah, if
easier
you're
too
too far.
underwater
Oh, okay.
because
Mhm.
shockwaves are more damaging underwater.
So I have that backwards.
But I think in this particular case, it's not going to lend any additional damage.
Well, no, obviously not. It is going to actually dampen the sound because
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would muffle a little because it would take some energy to pass from air to the goo.
Alright, it's getting much louder outside now that they've got more than just mortars online. You can see it peppering through the windows in the night.
Well, if it's getting particularly loud, Amiko is going to cover her ears.
Well,
Tipsy is gonna
It,
put
well,
his
there was
fingers
just
in
one
his
or
ears.
two, yeah, but they're rotating a not all, but they're rotating about half of their defenses all to one side and rotating the rest around to compensate for the holes they're creating. So one side of the wall has over 100 artillery pieces on top of it, not counting things that are stationed up behind it that can arc over. They're currently working on getting two things online: the railway gun, which they're bringing around the mountain, since it was on the other side of the mountain, that is built in, or that is sitting in the middle of the fucking city. And then they're also working on getting the zeppelins online.
Oh,
Zeppelin. Cool.
they are.
No, they can ascend to an altitude that's out of the range of pretty much anything in the world, so they're basically free to bully things.
Yep. We could go up there and drop stuff on them.
Like a rock.
No, I mean, yeah, you could do just rocks.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know why you would drop a creature that you could do that. Sure.
Dropping
called-
very angry birds.
minding its business.
Flechette.
This zeppelin can go up to 23,000 feet.
Oh,
That's pretty up there. Actually, is that out of the range of a intensity 20?
Nothing technically is out of that range. Oh, I mean,
I mean, yeah, obviously you could keep pushing it, but I'm wondering if, like, without help, if that's out of range. Past it. So how far did you say that was?
When its ceiling is 23,000 feet.
Okay, so yeah, once you hit intensity 13, you could reach that.
That's so cute. Look at that.
You know, I did all these calculations, and I don't think I ever converted to miles. How many miles is 3,750,000?
Divide by 5,280.
About 568 miles, give or take. If we're talking just
Yeah.
like approximate 3 million.
Yeah, I'm just rounding.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pretty big area.
Yep, that is literally. So you might want to either A, increase the size of the planet, or B, decrease the size of that range.
Well, no, that's fine, because that's only like half of one of those squares for the map grid.
I'd like to point out that space is only 62 miles away. So, and I'm not talking the definition of space. I'm talking outer fucking space.
Oh, like beyond
talking-
the exosphere.
I'm talking like literally where satellites are. Okay, well, okay, so the Kármán line is 62 miles, but satellites are 6,300 miles away from us. So if you were in the exosphere, beyond the thermosphere, and you were about a quarter of the way to halfway through the exosphere, at around 700 miles or 800 miles, you would be out of the influence. But 20, straight up, that is going to hit you in the fucking exosphere, where most small satellites hover for basic things, little basic things, not big, powerful information satellites for like Wi-Fi and stuff, but your basic bit satellite for like networking and stuff that people use, yeah, or just like looking at pretty stuff, yeah, that's only about 530 miles above us. So, unless you can ascend to high orbit around the planet, not low, high, you pretty much can hit anything with an intensity 20 spell, unless because you're making it a omnidirectional volumetric scale rather than, you know, having caveats to
Well, yeah.
directionality. But it
You also
doesn't
have to-
matter.
You also have to remember that this is a cubic area, not in a straight line.
Doesn't matter if it's in a cubic area or not. A cubic area that's 568 miles in its encompassment is still going to hit you in fucking space. The ISS is only 400 kilometers away. Keep that in mind.
Let's see. National Weather Service claims the exosphere is extending from the top of the thermosphere, which is 6,200 miles above the surface.
The exosphere is 6,200 miles above the surface at its end.
Yeah.
It starts at the end of the exosphere, which is only about 400 miles up.
The thermosphere starts at 700, or not. The thermosphere
about
begins
70.
at 375 miles. I was dyslexic and read the wrong number first. So the thermosphere is 600 kilometers, and the exosphere is 10,000 kilometers. Anyway, yeah,
Oh yeah, but soul ripping, that's a little OP.
soul ripping is OP. You can instantly
Oh
kill things
yeah,
with that.
sure. I don't want to hear it. Miss, my slime can punch you in space.
I didn't say the slime could punch you in space.
No fucking shit. I know you. It'll have a mystical Well, at that point, why? Other than, well, I want to kill the party because of the fact that nobody can escape that. Satsu can't go 500 miles away in a fucking heartbeat if they're stressed.
I can portal.
Fucking,
And I
I
have a
guarantee you,
teleporter.
you're not going to be able to portal when this thing is close because it has an anti-magic emission. So unless you can overcome an intensity 20 anti-magic field, you are fucking dead too if it pops in the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
thing was designed to kind of assault the capital. I didn't design it for the party.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm calculating all the damage in the background.
Let me
I
know
don't
what
give
the
a fuck.
damage numbers are.
It'll probably survive it. I don't really give a fucking shit. It's converting life point damage over because it has an arbitrary amount of life points properly, and I'm not gonna bother.
You want to know what its level is?
It doesn't matter to me. It was going to die eventually. Okay. Oh, do party stuff.
I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to recover from, one, giving birth to 150 something ostrich-sized eggs. Immediately going into battle shortly after, getting thrown in prison. I'm fucking tuckered.
Getting thrown in my comfortable prison with climate control. Yeah, I know how hard. And a bed. Oof.
Tootsie is
Yeah,
trying to.
I'm making the most of it.
Have you even had a chance to sleep yet?
No.
I mean, we can.
Tootsie is just not really vibing. He's kind of sitting there fidgeting.
Amiko is
Practically sweating
watching
bullets.
and worrying.
Yeah.
And she's gonna kind of glance over at the guards and be like, "Should we be evacuating?"
The guards that aren't allowed to speak.
Yeah.
It's only 108, it's fine. They can handle that.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they can do that with all their great big guns and technology and stuff and all their magic.
Doesn't
Well,
help that the
you
guy.
said there's an anti-magic field in there, so
Yeah, I mean, they're already pounding it with physical attacks, which,
yeah,
if they
it's
tell
like
me the numbers, I can
they
tell them how
are
much damage
beating the
they're doing.
hell out of it with physical, so they'll get through that.
Listen, all right, there were over 500 things in the first barrage. Fuck off.
Yeah, that'll do some numbers for you.
Okay,
This one doing
assuming that
numbers.
everything does the same. Oh. God, we really gotta- I don't care about ESPN Plus. Fuck off, phone.
I hate when my phone does that.
Here you go. Here's something
It's like, we
relevant.
included this program in your phone, so now we're gonna make it bother you.
I mean, I pay for it technically. I pay for Disney Plus, but I pay for it technically.
You know what I hate is when they include apps in the fucking update.
They just did that to me.
I was like, no,
Guys, yes.
I don't care about King's Quest. Fuck off.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone has started doing this thing where it's like, you should download this. So it's like, no, I
I
shouldn't.
don't think I will.
Minus 12 Alright, so let's just go with the lowest roll. We'll low at advantage on the disadvantage on the D12. So simplify. Okay, so we're going with a simple thing. We're not even dealing with anything extra. We're just going with the exploding status as the GPS type because the bombs. I'm getting into the life point things. I'm not tracking over 500 instances
That's
of
fine.
fucking life point damage. We're doing 2,048 on the first volley, and subtracting, assumingly at all level 108, it should have. My brain itches. Give me a second.
That pulls it down to 1,940.
Kind of sounds like the next volley might finish it off there.
You're at 108. I don't know who makes these things this big, but well, I mean, hell, I would make a slime this big. I'm not
Uh,
gonna lie.
Yeah, who do you think I got the idea from?
Dio.
You just slime, fuck off.
Ego
My idea.
slime. You've been asking
Dumb.
me to make slimes a race since I
No,
introduced them.
no, not me. That motherfucking Ivy right there, and that motherfucking cat right there, Tatsu. Those are the motherfuckers that wanted slime as a race. I was the one trying to explain that it's acidic. It'll eat your ass in the way you don't want. All right. I'm not the one who's like, let's make slime girls. If I want a slime girls, I'll make a slime girl. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't need to be a race. I'll make it for myself only. Just go capture a slime mold and give it sapience.
That's not that hard. That 500 explosions?
Well, I've rolled in an die to estimate numbers now. Let's see. Disadvantage roll on a d12 to give us.
Oh, 6,000 D4s? Jesus.
Oh, fuck that. No, I just rolled at disadvantage for a, fucking, the, the D12, or the D4, and then I times that by 12, and then I times that result.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah. Next volley would be the killer, though.
Oh yeah, or there's Rails Online?
Well, no, it's that they've actually managed to fucking what's the word, Candy Cane, when they home in or whatever on your
Zero
yeah,
in.
they managed to zero in on its grid coordinates as it's moving at 12,288 HP, counting for nothing because I don't have any passive stats.
That was 12,000. What?
288, 228, 228, 288. I was right. God damn it! Why do I? Oh, it's like, why do I have 0.3, 0.1, 0.5, 0.3, 0.7? I'm like, oh right, it's my math and my job calculating all the percentages that I get paid
Oh,
per
yeah.
activity. Yeah. Yeah. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 different tasks adds up to 3.2 hours in their eyes. Doing 9 things in a row to one thing. And it's not like little stuff. It's like, I had to break out the air hammer for half of it. That's 3 hours worth of labor. God, I hate looking at those numbers. I feel so scummy when I have to fucking pencil whip certain things. My hours have been good this month, though. I mean, yeah, there were 2 nights where I only billed like 7 hours. And I didn't bill anything the past 3 days, but I've got like 13 hours worth of paperwork sitting on my fucking clipboard. Ugh.
Hey.
The fuck? Go fuck off. Fucking phone. Whatever cunt asshole developed this fucking side-scrolly Google fucking cancer software shit needs to fuck off, because when I accidentally, I guess, scroll to the side while also clicking to open up an app, it creates an instance of Google. So sometimes when I open Google on my phone, I've got like 15 fucking tabs open that are all on the Google homepage because of it.
Oh, I hate that. I think
I
there's a
don't know.
setting where you can turn it off.
I don't know how.
Okay, so it looks like you only need to do 4,000 damage.
Okay. I need to Google something real quick. Okay, they're not gonna use the big one. I was rolling to see if they're gonna risk using the big one so close to the city. No, they will not.
Big one.
The big.
Ah,
You can see the big one out the window. You can, in the distance, see the silhouette of a train that looks like it kind of wraps around the front half of the mountain on the rail system.
The Schwergustav.
That's a little bit bigger, bud.
damn. You didn't fall for their ploy. They wanted to get just shot by that thing.
They're just going to use one of the smaller ones at the front. They're not going to use the main one that just kind of pivots sideways, and you can see this lengthy
Yeah, I can
silhouette.
see that one causing a lot of collateral damage.
That's a 1,100. That's a 1,117 millimeter cannon.
Jesus!
Should we still be using millimeters to measure that?
No! At that point, you might as well go ahead with inch.
Fine. That's a 43-inch cannon. Are you happy? It doesn't sound as cool.
That's still pretty fucking big.
Yeah, but if you're stupid, you don't know how big that is. I'm fucking alright. You want dummy mommy, bitch? I'm giving you dummy mommy. That's what you're getting out of me.
What?
That is a terrifying size of gun.
That's a huge bish. They don't even put that thing on boats.
I mean, they put it on that. Then again, that rail system isn't for public transportation. Literally meant for freight.
Yeah, there's got to be some seriously reinforced rails and stuff too. I could just imagine it just pushing the entire track sideways when it fires.
Listen, we don't talk about the active infrastructure effort to keep the mountain from collapsing when it's shot one time.
Why does this track need so many pins? Don't ask about it.
Don't worry about it.
The front half and the back half that aren't guns are sleds, for Christ's sake. So it's less that it's like precariously built in a mountain. It's more like there was a mountain range, kind of like two peaks or three peaks right beside each other, and they removed ones on either side and laid a rail on what was left of the top. And that's pretty much all that does, is stays on that rail and goes up and down. It comes down every now and then to get cleaned and restocked, and then it goes back up, and it just kind of sits on one side of the mountain.
That must be a monumental effort to get back to the peak.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it's got like fucking 12 fucking what is it? Steam engines in it.
Yep, I could see that.
At this point, just forego rack wheels and just install gears.
Yeah, it has gears. It doesn't use like, it doesn't use the standard like fucking locomotion where it's got the little rolly system with the arm. No, it literally just has basically gear work on the sides in the form of wheels or tracks. And they
It's still track,
They
yeah.
sit on rail that is, I mean, fuck, the rail it sits on is almost 3 fucking feet wide.
Well, I guess. Like, it wouldn't be called track, it'd be called rack. Or would it be a pinion?
You know what? It's a conveyor belt of doom.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Getting into.
That's what 150,000 man hours of labor looks like.
Tell me what
Oh, like-
4,000 hit points looks like.
Fuck, you got a lot more than that. I mean, its frame is its frame's made of stainless. That's why it's so heavy. But they've tried well, they built the gun first, and they built what it would be sitting on in its test range, and everything else caused it to collapse, so they had to go with stainless, the only thing that doesn't collapse when it fires.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's expensive. I mean, it may or may not be like somewhat pseudo national debt-y, but if you ruled a nation, would you also not build an egregiously large weapon?
Yeah.
Like, even regardless of what it is, just wouldn't you spend at least half of your country's welfare money on like one military development that's worth it?
The
Doesn't
10,000
matter.
mile cannon.
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. It makes it worse that it has magical barrels, or it has a magical barrel. It doesn't use it all the time, but if theoretically if they ever wanted to, they could probably start a fight with Antarctica.
Is there anybody living on Antarctica?
There won't be.
I mean, in the Abroad universe, yeah,
Yeah.
because Antarctica is a tropical forest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember fucking basically, how do I describe the thought process behind spending so long to come up with this concept? It was like Osaka was existing, and then they're like, I want to be able to punch the southmost tip of the map.
Woo-woo.
Woo.
What do you mean? You know, like where England used to be down there? Yeah, I want to punch that.
I want to punch England.
They said
I
I'm
wanna-
not allowed to use nukes anymore, so I'm going to shoot them. They're
No,
all the way
if it
down
wasn't-
there.
They promise not to use nuclear weapons, even though they have their physicists have the idea in their head on how to make a nuclear bomb.
Well, yeah, it's easy.
But-
You just build a nuclear facility and then forget.
Exactly.
It's not Shadow's fault.
Especially Shadow's fault.
No, it's
It literally is.
not.
Even when you found the book from a fucking world hopper on a functional nuclear reactor and how to refine uranium and where to find uranium in abroad and everything, you found a journal of a nuclear physicist and you're like, let me give this to the Oni.
No.
It was, well, they couldn't fit down there.
Oh.
It wasn't them that found it, all right? You can't, I mean, like, they're not the ones who went down the mysterious elevator in the town that literally got picked up and left.
Picked it up and left. Today I learned
sad.
drop forged steel is 26% stronger.
Today I learned that Baba Yaga can in fact steal an entire building. Anyways,
Yes.
you only hear the one cacophonous thug. And, well, yeah, you hear the one cacophonous thug of the 240. Which itself has a thermobaric warhead, so that's going to do extra damage there.
Oh no.
Thermobaric.
Oh, yeah. You just hear the loud fucking, like this sort of, you know it's some sort of siren or a warning, but it's kind of like a chiming, repeating, what is it, I guess you could say scrape sound, and that's when you can see all the silent kind of cover their mouths just in case, and you get a hand over your mouth from the Oni, and that's everyone on the wall immediately resorts to dropping down and blowing all of the air out of their lungs.
I
Tetsuya,
do the same.
Yes, Hamiko seeing this is going to follow suit. Lay down flat.
Tetsuya's gonna drop onto the floor. Just not even kneeling, just flip.
Just like poof.
You're mostly safe where you are, but that's still a good practice measure that they make when they hear that alarm, because that is a very dangerous warhead, as big as it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it fires, technically misses the slime and goes off directly behind it. And for a brief moment, you can kind of, you hear a really loud pop, and then you hear this sort of vacuum and silence, and then another cacophonous explosion. And you see the night sky get lit up like it's daytime for a brief moment.
And then it
Tetsuya is
continues to get brighter as the anti-bomb goes off outside the city. How much is gonna get sucked up into this, and how much is gonna stick around?
It's a thermobaric bomb, first off.
I know.
And the whole point of it was to destroy anything and everything that was inside of the slime
It does.
by basically ripping it apart.
Yeah.
Those walls are gonna need to get reinforced again.
Yeah. I mean, the slime's dead.
I'm calculating people that were lost by the thermobaric explosion. Unfortunate souls who had their lungs literally pulled upward.
And yeah, Tetsuya is on the floor instantly, like in full scared mode again.
Alright.
They're probably gonna lose a lot of farmers. Oh no, travelers that might have been on the road. They're definitely dead.
They're definitely. They probably got swept up into the slime.
Probably.
Alright, that's going to leave behind a vile anti-magic zone. And there's going to be a wave that arcs across a 20-mile space where all magic items get turned off and on again.
I was gonna say, you'll see the power kind of flicker from the...
Anyone with runic circuits, go ahead and start rolling.
Pop, 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 pop.
I don't think that's any of us. And all my stuff is actually quite far away.
Talisman magic, bitch! I win!
What about the magic seal on Tetsuya?
That's fine. It's not
Okay.
different.
Okay.
The Japanese and their arbitrary magic. It's kind of
It's
hard
not
when
gonna
you're-
do anything to Amiko, is it?
I mean, other than reverting them back to doggo form, probably not.
Okay, so just
Like,
so she's gonna kind of like look up for a second. Huh.
Oh, yep. One of the silent just kind of raises a hand, and then the off-duty silent will look at them. What's up? And they'll kind of slowly open the front of their mask, showing their now fucking ruptured eye. Oh, the runes, yeah. Go get that looked at. That silent was blind and was relying on magic to see out of that eye.
so yes, if anyone was wondering what terrorists, those terrorists.
Aha.
Ooh.
Super fun. Okay. Didn't know they had giant slimes.
To be fair, neither did anyone else.
So I guess we'll add giant slime bombs to the list of their ingenuity. Super. At least they don't have dragons like the Europeans do.
Tetsuya slightly panicking a little more.
Dragons are such a mess to kill because, you know, you explode them with cannons and it's like blood and guts everywhere, and you lose people that get crushed under their bones and viscera.
It always
Yeah, you
kind
don't
of always kind of bothered me how like you could have a mining village right next to a dragon burial site, and like dragon bones are like this known commodity that's really expensive, and like why aren't you just digging that up?
I could
Well, I
see
mean-
some reasons not to do that. It's like, don't want to mess with the dragons.
In Sunrise Land, they have the giant serpents from the days of Orochi, which they're aware that their bones exist and they know where a lot of them are, but it is an imperial crime to disturb their remains because of the whole they want you to try and wake them up, leave them alone. Don't wake up the giant death snake. Unless it's the one under Italy. Italy doesn't matter.
Where is that thing?
I'm not fucking in Italy. Got punched back in time, don't you know?
Don't you know?
No, Ivy. I do not know.
Tetsuya's gonna look up from where he was on the floor. Is it gone?
I'm just gonna look over to the silent.
I mean, maybe. I don't hear any more explosions. Just distant explosion. Except that one. Yeah. Fucking the faint on the wind. My booze.
My cabbages!
Oh, it's over by Australia right now.
Well, it's never leaving Australia. It's not over by Australia. It's fucking hiding out from the Australians. Yeah, you little rat bastard. Just come on out. I'm only gonna turn you into some on the bobby. You're gonna be good. Come here. We're gonna go get some Maccas and have a good time.
I'm sure somebody's gonna turn you into a cheesy.
Come here. Where you at, legend? The fucking snake just sweating in reptile. Oh, I got a didgeridoo. What you get? Logan? Hey, how'd you get something useful? Nothing
Gun
bad
is
ever happened.
literally just a tube. Children make these things for entertainment. Commonly referred to as the first projectile weapon in history, so it should be a simple weapon. Blowguns are martial weapons. God damn it!
It's like, it only does 1 damage. Yeah, I saw that. It was like,
Suit required. Furries really do be everywhere in the tech industry, though.
Okay, so after surviving party's third anti-magic explosion so far,
I don't want to die.
were any of them while I was away? Because I remember some from a long time ago.
I mean, there was that one way near the beginning, like Russia, that took out like half the continent.
The film purpose of the stickers are prevent people from walking into the splash door.
Ew.
There's the black hole thing, but that's not anti-magic. If anything, that's too much magic.
Magic.
Yeah, that I think I remembered that too.
Magic.
That's Nolan.
Nope. That was the start of this whole session. You weren't here.
Oh, I wasn't here for that. Okay, I just remember similar stuff, and I also remember the anti-magic wave or explosion or whatever at one point. when the adventurers were all going back to their own world,
Yeah, there was that.
which made Young promptly ruin her chair. Crunch! And her clothes. She was very unhappy about that. And she got over it though.
Tetsuya is gonna get back up on the bed. So, how long are we gonna be in here?
Until you cleared.
Amute Motwivered.
Until they let us out. We
Well,
don't get that say.
I better go get a big old bowl of miso soup. I'll see you later.
Okay. You have a good night.
Ooh.
So Amiko is going to kind of peer back out the window, which, well, actually, is she tall enough in her true form to be able to see out the window?
If I remember correctly, they're the same length.
Yeah, I think actually you might have a point. I think they are just in doggo form. So
They go from being something like 3 foot wide to foot tall.
well, she's bigger than that, but gonna have to look that up actually.
They were
But
looking
anyway,
out the
yeah,
window
she
before.
should be able to see out the window unless the window's really high up or something.
I think they were looking out of it before.
Yeah, she was looking out of it before, but I had assumed it was basically at regular window height.
Oh, don't you remember? The rune's turned off and on again. It's in a different position now.
I would not be surprised.
The whole fucking building is modular.
Alright, let's see.
Hey, oh wait, can't you? Never mind.
Okay, so, okay, in wolf form she is 4 feet long. In anthro form she is 4 feet 2 inches.
So I was right.
Yeah, so I ended up being about the same. I knew it was that. It was 4 foot something.
They just rotate on an axis.
It's basically she stands up. Okay, putting my foot to sleep. I need to sit on the other one.
Okie dokie. It took a little while. You got a few hours of stuff before eventually that sliding door. You know, basically the entire interior of this room is kind of like fake. Because you're really just in a concrete shell with like rebar reinforcement in the concrete, just in case, because they've had to lock up, more persuasive physically individuals. But it makes you feel better when they open the sliding paper door after they open the giant concrete slab. So you get the sensation that you're not like truly trapped. And it's that same individual wearing those, the one that Satsu had a conversation with that one guy with, and they decided that they wanted to try and be sneaky and wish themselves away, and so they were going to be like, all right, asshole, I'll just follow you. They were basically willing to fucking / follow with their wish.
The bard, yeah.
No, that's not the bard. That's
Yeah,
the little...
was.
That's not the bard who tried to cut your head off. He would have succeeded.
Oh, that one. Okay. I got you.
Yes, the little Soreitsu who's wearing the white and the teal, and they're just kind of staring at you.
Tetsuya is gonna gulp.
Dinner time.
Okay.
Amiko is going to resume her anthro form. God, my nose.
Allergies.
Too much stuff in the air.
I guess.
Evil dirt
Anyway,
whispering in
she's
Tetsuya's
resuming
ear.
her
We're talking
anthro
about
form so
you.
that she has hands.
Hey, now we're talking about you, Link. Look at that one cat. He's got big ears. I mean, really, the only one who could be talking about you would be your party members because silent are scared to talk. Yeah. This writes who's going to lead you to another room to go get changed into proper clothes, mostly just comfortable kimonos. And then they're going to lead you to go get dinner. And the number of silent in your room will become apparent when the three that were standing in the corners kind of fall to you, and then another three you didn't see just start following them out of the room too. Which, it's like mild confusion. Just, are they chameleons?
It's basically, where did they all come from?
Tetsuya
Yeah,
will be, if he's cooperating fully.
there you go.
There you go.
It's like the word, come on, word.
Real-time buffering. Been there. Were you trying to watch Dr. Stone in your head? Anyways.
No.
Alright, yeah. So, you'll get that whole shtick sorted. Scico actually can't come into the dining room with you, so you can rub that in his face if you want to be petty, I'm assuming. But he can lead you to it. Silent can follow you in, however. Into the, dining room. It's more like a dining hall exclusively for us and her immediate family, or rather all of her wives and the eldest children.
So there's like 800 people there.
Well, no, there's like immediate children, so there's only like 7 kids and 5 wives. One of which is a giant snake wife. I don't really know how to build a chair for a snake, so they just resort to pillows.
That would work.
Beanbag is the ultimate interspecies seat.
As you, everyone, sitting comfortably on their knees, on their cushions. Spear's the only one who's technically both sitting and lying.
I would imagine she's coiled up a little bit.
Superior snake biology.
Yeah.
Coiling to stand over the peasants.
And of course, Tetsuya is just, he's being quiet. A little.
Well, so is Amiko, but that's generally because she's a fairly quiet person.
Well, there's 3 unoccupied cushions on one side of the table at the end.
Yes, that's
So
where we're gonna
Amiko
be
is
sitting.
going to point at those and kind of ask, "Those for us?"
I mean, I don't see anywhere else for us to sit.
Now she is going to follow the people guiding her around. So if they end up there, then that's where she'll sit.
Well, that is where your silent Sherpas here will very, as kindly as they can without talking or interacting with you, will lead you to. Like you can feel warmth in the indifference. Like it's a loving lack of consideration for you. Oh God, my knee. But yeah, that's how you are informed. Aside from that's being the only cushions that are not occupied with some various form of offspring or harem guest. There are humans sitting here, though. It's nice. Hey, you're not the only non-giant monsters here, though, because there's a couple of humans and a Dukitsune, just individuals of the Security Council enjoying themselves a meal. Though it's very obvious that pretty much everything outside the immediate family is lower on the rung with the intentional placement around the table. But it's
That
worth
does
noting
make
that
sense.
but you got sat on the side with family, not the side that's full of all the members of the council and delegation.
Ooh.
Amiko sees this as a good sign.
I mean, it's a comfortable seating position, but like in the world of intrigue, it's like, damn them, we get to sit on the good side. That means we're of low value. We must prove our worth. And then boom, now there's an assassination plot against you.
You mean in addition to the other 6?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's how politics works here. It's like, huh, well, you have slightly more favor than I do. Guess you gotta die. So have fun with that. All right. What is? Don't you boo boo me, you fucking phone. Sorry, I heard somebody's phone boo boo me.
Yeah, telemarketer tried calling.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you have to?
It better sound delicious and make me hungry.
I mean, there's okonomiyaki, so that's one of the things.
What's that?
I so want to be like that kind of dude that's like, you don't know what that is. Okay. Well, that's a
You're not sure.
It's a savory side item for you with the okonomiyaki. It's a savory pancake dish. It's made of like a wheat flour sometimes or other things. And it's cooked on pan. It has like this one specifically has more meat than seafood with some cabbage, some of the house-made sauce, some of the Japanese mayo, which is actually different than most of the mayo in the world, and a little bit of pickled ginger, and this one has some cloves in it. So there's that. And they have set you the option. Well, it's like they kind of did guesswork, but you can trade the dishes if you want. One of you's got a bowl of ramen, and one of you's got a bowl of soba. And the other one of you have some tonkatsu if you'd like that.
Satsu will take the ramen.
Oh, there you go.
No, Amiko is not picky. She will let Tatsu choose what he wants.
Oh, if you don't know what tonkatsu is, it's fried pork cutlets, basically.
Oh yeah, Tatsu is gonna get some of that.
And covered in panko, and it's got 2 dipping sauces that's offered.
Yeah, Tatsu is getting some of that.
So I guess Amiko gets the soba.
That'll work.
Okay. But
And she's
hey,
going to wait until she knows it's polite to eat. Then she will eat daintily once everyone is doing so.
Tatsu is gonna give that, the traditional Japanese, thank you for the food and all. What is it? Just, I don't know.
you're thinking of itadakimasu.
Yeah.
That
Namiko
basically means I hum.
know how to use chopsticks.
I think she would know how to do it. She might not have a lot of practice at it, though.
Hey, can I get a roll to see if anybody stumbles on the itadakimasu versus itakimasu? Because that's a really funny thing I learned is that a lot of people don't know because they sound similar, but one's basically
Yeah,
like
the Itadakimasu versus the Itekimasu.
yeah.
I'm
That
pretty
one
sure that Amiko knows better, but I can roll something if you want.
that would just be funny. Just someone accidentally mispronounces it and just why would you go? You just got here.
It's like, where are you going?
Satsu has watched much anime and knows the difference.
That and she can always copy off of Tetsuya.
Well, they've been living in Asia and Japan and stuff for years now, so I'm pretty sure they know the difference.
Yeah.
I can give you what would it be, a smart roll? See if she says it right, or would it be a dexterity one?
That's fine for you. But hey, look, you all got some takoyaki to nom on.
Oh,
Fancy.
I mean, there's a lot more here. Like, there's shabu shabu, there's some udon, a bunch of odon. They got all kinds of stuff, but these are like the, I don't know, they might like this dish that she had them try and whip up.
oh.
I got some. Obviously, you gotta have the tempura. You can't have any Japanese dish without the tempura. It'd be a major web. Shit, tempura's good though. I don't care who you are.
Tempura is good.
You got yakitori.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. I'm just trying to think of some of the ones that I would personally like right now. I could do without sushi, but if you want it, it's an option.
Oh yeah.
And once
Satsu's
it's
actually
been,
keeping quiet because she's just waiting to see how this is going to play out.
I imagine she is also keeping quiet because she is exhausted.
I wonder if
Yeah.
they have any Anari sushi.
Tetsuya's gonna look to the left. Hmm? No, I don't
Yeah, they
think
got
any of the
some-
meats. I
they
don't
got
think any of the
some
meats were raw.
sushi. They prepared fox sushi for the kitsunes on the delegation who prefer it.
Ah, yeah. Deep fried rice sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oof.
There are 3 of them. 2 of them look exactly alike, just with different stripe patterns, and one of them is very much not. But yes, they have inari sushi. And complimentary dipping sauce, obviously.
No lie, like, out of all of finger options, I'd be hard pressed to decide between Anari sushi and like dim sum.
Mhm.
That's good stuff. And of course, when you've finished and you've earned it, you may have a mochi. That's a big mochi, though. That's like, that is not a person-sized mochi.
So
Is it
the
like a
only
half
size mochi?
pound? Is it like a half pound mochi?
It weighs like a fucking. Each mochi weight on its own is about half pound, maybe a little bit under.
Big.
With the little. Oh, what you about to bring me? Yeah, dog. Did the dog open my door? Did his fat ass just push it open when he slammed on it?
Barf.
Damn, how hard you hit the door to open it, bud? Hey, champ. Hey, champ. Come here, champ, champ, champ. Champ, champ, champ. Champ, 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 champ. Look at the pupper. Look at the pupper. One of the little puppies. Oh, god damn it. Now I got the other dog. She's jealous and she's gonna climb up on me and just, yep, there it is.
Let the royal dogs in the area.
Ah, that's my trash. Get out of my trash. That's it. Get out of the room.
Oh no!
Oh no! The most devastating weapon to a dog, a vacuum.
Nope, that's a knife sharpener.
Yeah.
That's I pulled that out though, and they all ran. I was moving it towards one of their asses, is why they took off running so fast. I was gonna try and I use that fucking belt. It's like a 6,000 grit, so it wouldn't hurt too bad, but I was gonna stand in their ass. I could put the 220 grit on it though, or the 80. Okay. It is quite silent for about a minute, 2 minutes, while there are prayers being said. You're not expected to do so because they know you're godless heathens.
Are we?
I mean, they don't know your religion.
I thought they knew everything about me.
Considering Abiko is literally a messenger of the gods, she's going to take part.
See, that's the weird thing, Satsu. They thought they knew your religion and who your deity was, but for the life of them, they can't find it anywhere in their archive information, save for like written mentions of them. But when they look at them and they try and bring them up in like the known circles of deities and libraries, yeah, that name's not in there. So they just kind of think that you're crazy and that the person supposedly worshipped is just in your imagination.
Worships, I don't know, outer god circled a couple of times, big question marks.
I can tell Satsu really dislikes it when people know about him. Every time somebody's known about him, he's gotten snipped.
No, I just mostly find it kind of bullshit a lot of times.
Well, that's the cold hard reality you're gonna have to live in when you're dealing with a major body in the world. Okay, you fucking witch in the woods can know about you, but an interconnected imperial government, I don't know, man. Then again, look at the U.S. government's track record.
Yeah, that's true.
They pretty much deny knowing everyone pre-60s era.
They deny knowing anything about you until it costs them money, and then they know everything.
Exactly, and then suddenly they know everything.
Why do I have to tell you how much money I earned? You should know.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? This is your job. It's like, you're the one that makes me do the fucking put your social in and here's your W-2, give me your route number. It's like, you fucking, you know how much you take from me. I know how much you take from me. Fucking too much.
That's why I get it back interest-free, you bastards.
Fucking, it was mine to begin. Here's a crazy idea. How about you just not take any at all and we'll have the same amount of money regardless? I promise you, I'll spend it. I have an Amazon shopping account. The amount of times Amazon's had to come to my house in the last week alone is probably starting to piss them off.
It's like, oh, not this person again.
Yeah, I literally just got a knife sharpener right here.
The one that Dirk told you about?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right here, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, motherfucker.
I didn't say nothing.
You say some of that big ass mouth of yours. Anyways.
So everyone has sat down, enjoyed a nice dinner.
What? It looks like a knife. That's the clever thing about it.
I will beat you with my sharpener.
Shut the fuck up.
I will send you to Jesus.
You're sending no one to Jesus.
Speaking of Jesus, it's windy out there.
We worship Enma in this household. An argument between two chefs in the background. Don't worry about it. Who the fuck is Jesus?
You know, since Tetsuya has the two dragons in his body, he's gonna, you know, give thanks to both of them so it doesn't anger either one of them, but at the same time
Which one
anger.
do you think first?
They'll start a fight over that.
Well, it doesn't matter who, because it's gonna start a internal fight in him and give him a migraine.
You know, you imagine after doing that a couple of times, you think to, just switch it every time.
I was gonna say, it's your turn this time.
Well, that's why he does the thank you both for, the thank you both method.
See, it
You
doesn't
know-
matter if you think them both. As soon as you mention the other one's name first, that's the issue. Anyways, let you have that little crisis right there of what it's like to have fucking, two lovers at the same time.
Two egomaniacs occupying the same space.
I'd kill me in a heartbeat. Anyways. Okay. I rolled for it, and I finally wish to say, only words thus far are, hold on, I gotta sip a drink, try and be,
That's a good sip.
I drank the rest of my eggnog.
so, fucking you terrorists today. And then just the immediate clenching of the glass that kind of caught Asuka off guard. That was literally one of her wives. Just throwing that one out there, apparently.
Tetsuya is not saying the word because he did not fuck any terrorists.
I mean, there is an appropriate response. But the response I'm thinking of would get you clapped.
Yeah. What response are you thinking?
I'm sure it'll get over to your brain in a minute.
Yes, the slow moving of glass, and then the reaching over and the backhand to the side of the head. I don't honestly know how to apologize for you. You create so many problems for me, Yulia. No, big mouth, big ass. Big of mouth, hard of head. So, was your travel fun, or was it too rough? Do I have to execute someone for being mean?
It was fine.
I'm not really going to accuse you of anything so much as ask. Did you at least enjoy yourself?
I mean, yeah.
Given
Hmm?
I was just going to ask, given the context you have now, would you again?
With her, probably not.
Well,
But
that's a little-
similar situation, almost definitely.
well, I mean, oh god, yeah, rolling over like that—that's the good shit. That is the good shit. Feeling my
Don't
spine
you
snap
pop?
the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, every disc just went the other way, and it felt great.
I got that this
alright.
morning. It was amazing.
Well, if really that's all it takes to satiate you, then I could find a way. I just don't really need the political black mark of, well, as far as the delegation and council over there see it, a fanciful fuck toy. That
I mean,
exists in my
it
mind.
was a debt that had to be paid.
No, I'm certain. If you were anyone else, I'd have killed you all. I might kill that cat, though. I don't know them, therefore their life doesn't really matter as much.
He's harmless.
Tetsuya's ears are gonna lay back. He's not saying anything, but he is starting to shake a little bit.
Has 3 souls, though. He'd be tasty. I could really eat him, you know? He'd fix my mannish voice, maybe. That's we don't really have to worry too much about him, I'm sure. And I'm sure that there was, at any point, 0 awareness of people that you were associating with were not exactly those that would earn you very good social interaction. So I don't have any lack of faith in your intentions.
I mean, last time I was here, their aura was upon me and nothing was said.
It's very hard to distinguish the auras when you have so many overlapping thoughts.
I only have like 2.
Most of that might have also been from Tom.
I'm not even sure if one of them is even there anymore.
Who knows?
Because last I knew was the Kitsune, an unknown person now, and the narrator.
You know, there's also that one individual, but we're not going to worry about him. Though he does have a very ominous scent.
Which individual?
Don't worry too much. Just try to avoid any patrons of the arts. Aside from the fact that they're assholes, they almost really
That
worth
person. I wouldn't have his aura, would I?
Mm.
I don't think you
Auras-
officially joined, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so you don't.
Well, they're not talking about auras, they're talking about scent.
Oh.
I mean, that scent's also like 4 or 5 days old and like mixed in with a whole bunch of lust and fuck.
In birth.
It smells like aged wine. Again, that might be dumb. Yeah, say that word.
Yeah, you haven't really given me the opportunity to take a shower yet.
I told them to, but since somebody didn't, whose fingers are getting cut off? That's. They all smell like sweat and desperation. So you're pretty much even.
I do have to say, things have been a little bit hectic, so I'm not surprised that we haven't had a chance, but
Only
Well,
snake.
I'm
No.
sure an opportunity will come soon, at least.
I'm surprised they didn't force us to bathe before we came to food.
We can't force you to do anything.
Yeah, but not really proper.
Well, when they stopped off to get you those clothes, they were supposed to inform you of the bathroom in that room. But since they didn't, I have to break someone's now. Who was in charge?
They all look the same to me.
Oh.
Well,
I
there
thought
was
Shadow
that.
Joking, joking.
There was that one with the missing eye.
Well, I thought Shadow was the racist one. And they'll just raise their hand up and gesture a silent to come over. Yeah. I have a speculation of who's supposed to tell you. Ah, yes, you can hear the sound of a small struggle outside and then the muffled kind of pain scream and a wet squelching noise.
This will make Tetsuya wince and cringe.
And I'm just gonna kind of whisper over, just keep what you're doing. Just stay quiet.
She's just gonna nod.
That silent literally returns with just a blooded hand and holding a finger.
Mm.
And that's just one of those, it's just the fucking intimidation factors, but also because they have to take attacks on people who don't do their job appropriately. So, yeah,
There's
you just
healing
kinda-
magic. They'll get better.
well, okay, except for when it's an imperial demerit, you're not allowed to heal it. And you just kind of watch a finger get numb. What? There's something wrong with what I just did. Oh, right. A lot of your necros don't actually come to see us that much unless you're born here. Scared of all the big bad Oni that might pin you down and suck your soul out of the wound in your neck.
So, who is this one talking to? Ow.
It's always,
Tatsuya, I'm guessing.
you know, they're just trying to tease him about him being small and cute.
Intimidating the newcomer so they know their place.
Well, it's fucking working.
Oh, don't worry. I can promise you that the only people that we would do that to are undesirables. Though someone might actually pin you down here, but for completely other.
They like to have sex.
And just one of the eldest children just leans over. Wow, it's not that a secret.
One of the other children on the other side of Tatsuya. They like to have sex.
Tetsuya's just gonna kind of fluff up a little bit. Just.
Oh my. All right, yes. There's still a delegation here. Fine, keep it going. I'm enjoying watching this. No, you're not. You're done.
A spirit just happily eating her food. Just.
Just this little. Alright, there we go.
So am I going to be standing on trial?
No. We don't really have anything that would make us suspect. I also trust in my beautiful Lotus Queen's ability to detect people that are bullshitting her. And call it trust. Trust in you that you're not out to get me.
I mean, I pride myself on my honesty, so...
See? You have good moral character. Well, you have good character. I don't really know if morals are applicable to you. I've seen you strapped to the underside of a horse. I know what exactly you would consider not far enough.
Yeah, I hope you're taking care of Jack.
Jack is an excellent care. And no, we haven't let him beat anyone. We just have to, well, we can't exactly let him get violent or we'll geld him, so we decide to let him use the sleeve every once in a while.
Yeah, I had something set up for him, but it doesn't seem to be working right now.
Somebody probably misplaced it. If we're being honest. Stable hands are
I was not cheap.
we could find it again. Hey, maybe it's in the wild. Maybe a pack of wolves found it. You never know. It could be fun.
I mean, I would know.
Maybe I secretly have it and have been waiting the entire time.
Maybe 18 werewolves have it.
In a row?
Back to back.
No, in a circle, all at once.
That'd be very precarious with that many knobs touching each other, but I feel like we could manage at least 6 of them.
I'm curious how they fit through the portal.
Actually, I don't know if I fit. I think I'd qualify as a little bit larger than a horse.
Yeah, the horse fairly.
Probably the spikes, if I'm being honest. Well,
I mean, if there's anything you wish to know, feel free to ask. Or we can do it in a, less formal setting, motioning to the table of other people still eating their food.
yeah, we're used to it. It's true. Plus, we're Kitsune, so it doesn't really matter to either.
Well, so is she.
Going on?
Don't worry, dear.
The spirit just doing little tongue flickies.
Well, I am literally just a human, but just want you to know you have my attention now.
I'm just a guy, walked in here, no one stopped me.
I mean, I'm just kind of like the merchant representative for a lot of the human factions. Listen, all I'm saying is what happens in the Imperial Palace stays in the Imperial Palace? Question mark. I'm gonna stop talking. Just getting looked at by several different yokai. Just kind of. He's just the one human amongst all the yokai.
Nearly all of them
He's
are
getting head tilts from Amiko.
Nearly all of them probably just subconsciously thinking, "Oh, you think you're so special because you're human, but we all strive to be. You're not so special, are you?"
And then in his head, just doodly doo, down the hallway, doodly doo, going through the door.
I don't know, I enjoy not being human.
And then
Me
Amiko
too.
get
Where's the nearest X?
doodly doo, probably gonna die. Doodly doo, my insurance doesn't cover death by this.
So what is going on with Amiko?
Getting head pats from one of the Oni snake babies. The Stonies, if you would.
She's going to smile and wag her tail. No.
No, we're not getting a dog spear. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking back there.
Spira. Aw.
We already have a Tengu somewhere in the harem. And we have. Maybe I should probably stop treating the harem like an impound. Can't exactly take them out back and shoot them when I'm done with them. Then again, no. Oscar, we've been over this. Indiscriminate wasting of life is your father's job. And he's dead. I miss him.
Thought that was Grant's job, but he's like trapped in the underworld or something.
Over time, the conversation and consumption of food slowly dwindling the table until there's just a big plate of mochi, which getting picked at quickly, so you gotta snag you one if you want it.
Yes, warm ice cream.
No, this is mochi, not mochi ice cream. There's a difference.
Tetsuya
Aesthetically has more of a
happily nibbling his mochi.
Yum, 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 yum.
This would be better with whipped cream.
So he's just gonna kind of look over to the left. No, I don't have raw meat. And no, I don't think they have water. Like,
You just say, I don't think they have water.
no, they're asking for a specific kind of water.
So it
They're
sounds like
asking-
dinner's over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go do your thing, Security Council of mine. Remember, try to cut back on the territorial expansion until we can deal with the problems at home. I'll reduce the taxes on your respective territories briefly. Have your dime mills ready for me. Can you do that? Thank you. Just the hand smack to knee. Oh. The big Oni stand now.
He's looking up at Asuka. She's tall.
Well, would I be able to have that bath now?
Asuka will walk over and pick up the small purple cat. Blue cat? No. Colorblind. I'm pretty sure your hair is blue.
Blue.
Yay. Let's go to my bath.
One of the aides will come over. My queen, should we delay the 6 p.m. meeting with the trade delegate?
Invite them to the bath too. Can't hurt. I'll be halfway into the water. They can't handle seeing kids stuff. That's their fault. And they're just kind of holding Satsu in a hand, just get cradled in the arm.
Already starting to fall asleep.
Hey, wake up, or I'm turning you inside out, somnophilia style.
Not a word I recognize. I mean, I recognize it, but I don't know what it means.
I'm gonna.
I think Amiko would recognize it, but I know what it is.
The eldest just still sitting there chewing on some fucking mochi. Misha gonna put her dick in your butt while you sleep.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Civility? No, fuck you.
So which one is this? Is this just a Oni or one of Aspira's?
That is fucking Asuka's eldest with a spear on. That is like the oldest son.
She's gonna give a little tail flick to the back of his head. No.
Everyone,
Get into it.
slap them.
No! Ah! Just one of those. It was okay until the second oldest. And just the big Oni arm just.
You know what you did?
My back. I hope you're nice. I don't die in like 45 years.
Out of character, Tetsuya was invited to this as well. Yes.
To the bath?
Yeah, or is that just? Or is
You
that
want to
just,
go to the bath?
I mean, they just if he wasn't, he's just kind of sitting there.
I mean, they were told that they would be provided like a shower or something in the cell that they were in. I'm pretty sure they picked up Satsu to go to their bath.
Yeah, but Tetsuya's just kind of sitting there with Amiko.
They didn't invite Amiko.
Okay, I was just making sure. I was just
I mean, to
seeing
be
or
fair, I wouldn't invite Amiko to any body of water.
Yeah,
I'm sure they
I was
have a
gonna say,
nice.
you don't want to invite Amiko to a bath.
I
Not a
want
very
a
safe situation.
I want a pore revitalization, not a pore perforation. All right, I don't need to be aerated like your soil.
I'm sure they
Hey, I'm
have a
not your
nice,
front lawn.
dust box for them to roll around in.
But yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
considering she's usually immaterial, uh, there's
are
not
gonna-
really all that much that'll stick to her.
Just give
they're
them.
gonna transfer you. So you know, you're not gonna be in a cell now. You'll actually get put in rooms. And for cleaning Amiko, they've prepared because they know how to clean the doggos. It's simple. They make them stand on a little mat that kind of has like a vacuuming floor drain, so it sucks it all up. Basically, dust bust it out the way while they do it. And then they get bags of extremely super fine sand and just kind of pour it on them while rubbing them down with big soft brushes.
I could see them giving Amiko like a doggy bag of earth. Just, here, round.
That's what they're doing. They're basically giving them a sandbag with lots of brushies.
So in that case, she will take them up on that.
And Tatsuya has also some of the Imperial aides that are going to just kind of. It's one of those, you're being manhandled very politely by these very, very self yokais. They're so self and greedy. And you're kind of distracted from the silent that are following behind the three of you as they guide you to your own room and then to your own bath to clean you.
So you will be very appreciative.
I can totally see what Amiko would be like to just using her feral dog form and dog-like. But she'd be standing there wagging her tail as she's getting fluffed and scrubbed and all that.
It's less about the actual cleaning action and more about more pats.
It's all about the attention, the rubbing and the scratching and the fluffing.
Meanwhile, Tatsu being held down in a tub and forcibly scrubbed.
I mean, that was what I thought would be the funniest, but no, they're actually gonna get them to come into the tub with them, and it's really distracting when it's pretty women.
Yeah. The thing is, Tatsuya has never been in a bath with a woman.
Oh, it's
Because
great. They're gonna clean out under your fingernails. They're gonna get all the dandruff out of your hair. They're gonna
You're gonna be really
condition it.
tired
Oh,
after this, though.
Your hair is
Yeah.
going to look fabulous.
Yeah, you're gonna look fabulous, but you're gonna be exhausted. Hey, at least you have a happy ending to the bath. That's the trade-off because they're Jiangxi. So enjoy that.
Oh, the Jiangxi. Okay.
They're gorgeous and they're so soft and so polite. These beautiful, beautiful women of the Jade Empire. The former Jade Empire, because that fucking thing folded like a damn omelet.
Like a runny omelet.
I mean, all they had to do was break open the Yellow River Dam, and their entire government just fell collapsed.
Feed me the three gorges dam.
But yeah, you got clean, then you got really dirty there at the end, then clean again.
That would be the first time Tatsuya ever got dirty like that then.
Glad you agreed with them. You really don't want to argue with them. They're very strong.
With his 18-incher. And yes, I rolled a d20 for it.
That's all I roll at this point. That's not true. I roll a random number generator sometimes because I'm bored, and then I roll a unit measurement, and I exclude anything after inches. but I'll have like micrometers and shit in there because my own amusement. Because like, micro penis. Anyways, I'm stupid. Hi, fucking
Hi.
don't pay attention to me.
I just roll on a d10 because the average is 5.
Mhm. Yeah, well, this is a fantasy world.
Okay.
Things
The
are bigger in
fantasy-
this world.
The fantasy.
The male fantasy.
No, the male fantasy for me is having a fucking home that I can call my own.
Move to Florida, then we'll rent a house together. Fuck.
I can't afford. Okay, I can't afford Florida. I'm not a Florida whore. I don't have a sugar daddy down there.
Can't afford $500 a month.
Okay, there's very obvious stipulations of that probably involve Floridian swamp cats, and I'm not fucking about to get tricked into that one again.
You can always be a anaconda hunter or python hunter.
No.
I'll co-
You'll be competing with the bobcats.
I will. I'll fight a bobcat.
You gonna get your ass whooped by Bobcat. What you gonna do?
Come here, kitty cat. That's my money you're messing with.
The Bobcat's gonna stand on his hind legs and beat your ass like fucking Sugar Ray Leonard.
It's like, watch me beat this dude ass. Nah, I ain't posting that. I got my ass beat.
Bobcats are so dangerous, they don't fight each other for territory, they scream at each other.
Alright. Mate, what time is it?
It's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 2011.
Alright. You're gonna have to deal with this last stretch without me, because I gotta cook
Get dressed.
I gotta cook myself some din-dins, because people don't feel good. I gotta get a quick shower and get my make sure my clothes are dry.
Ooh.
Oh no! I'm tangled up with the cord. It's trying to noose me.
No.
I am not Odin. Let go. Okay, we're good. I am not the fucking hangman.
No autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's not autoerotic. There's nothing erotic about it. There was very much violence.
No violent erotic asphyxiation.
No techno hatred asphyxiation. No. Just how about crazy idea? No asphyxiation. Hey, can we all agree on that?
Manual erotic, no asphyxiation.
No asphyxiation, damn it. Bro.
Okay, so after everyone gets cleaned and bedded, yes.
Yeah.
Are they just like free to go in the morning, or
They're
like...
free to stay in their rooms until it's time for them to go have breakfast and discuss the next activities.
Okay, so that'd have to wait until next session.
Oh, well, here, next activities are basically going to be, they will be given a small imperial purse that is to not go in excess of 200 gold, which is technically not gold, it's got their own minted currency here, but for argument's sake, just assume it's gold. I'm not going to get into the whole currency exchange rate. To get what they need, and only what they need, and then to be on their merry way if they want. Other than that, either that, or they can accept a job and just live here.
Ooh.
Is this the same town that Satsu was getting items forged at, or no?
I was
No.
gonna say, wasn't she getting a sword?
This is much further away, and there's much more available here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Each will have an imperial purse of 200 gold, no more per person.
Is there any
And you'll-
limits on what they can buy?
I mean, what you can afford.
Satsu finds this very odd that it went from being imprisoned to suddenly being given a fucking small treasury.
Yeah. When Tatsuya gets this purse, he's gonna. This is the most money I've ever seen. Anyone here.
You've been given. You've all been given a silent to follow you, and you've all been given a handler.
I'm guessing he's not gonna be getting his bow back.
No, you don't get your weapons. Weapons are actually illegal on the streets unless you're a member of the police force.
Is the anti-magic over with?
That's gonna take a couple of months to clean up.
They
I mean,
can-
like are magical items still not working?
Well, I
Oh, they
mean,
just restarted. They
Yeah.
just got a hard reboot.
yeah.
Well, I mean, like I know when we were in the room, they didn't work at all.
There's probably an anti-magic field around the room.
Yeah,
that
wasn't
there
that
is.
just,
John?
like in that particular
Mhm.
room, in that
Mhm.
holding cell?
Useful
Okay.
for keeping mages in place.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but magic here is around, but I have a feeling it's somewhat unstable after that
Well,
pulse.
it
Right. I was
goes
just I
back to
was
normal.
more worried about the magic items for now.
I mean,
You can have
anything
your
with
magic
a
items, right?
rune on it is maybe more unstable. Like, it's gonna take a bit before anyone gets to, like, everything.
But okay. I'm gonna go do adult stuff that I have to legally do, so I, can make money. But yes, just you can have them do nothing, or you can have them talk. If you want, you could just have them sit around and get bullied, by like the world itself. If you want.
I mean, that's...
How
Yeah,
I don't know how much sake did each of you have, because there was a lot of sake at dinner.
I do know that Tatsu is probably gonna want to see about like a way to better communicate with the dragons or something.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
he was gonna try and figure out a way for them to show themselves or something.
Well,
Well,
Satsu would also bring up her own quandary.
Well,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
anything important that you need an answer to right now? Other than that, you can just message it to me or ask Dark to ask me. Try and message when I can.
When you gonna
Slaps you
bring
with the
me-
Oracle's riddle. Who do you know that fits this?
who
Yeah.
are you
That'd be
slapping?
No, like just like slaps it down on a table.
I don't know if Sasha's gonna do any slapping right now. They can barely fucking walk.
I think that one of Satsu's big plans is getting some sleep.
They can do just that if they
Forward to
want.
that bed.
In their big, comfortable bed with the silk and the fat.
Here's the thing, Satsu doesn't even need a bed. She has a bed that's attached to her.
All right, go boy. It's gonna.
Because like there was a long period where Satsu just Layara basically acted as a cushion, blanket, all of the above.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, when you're carrying around your own waterbed, it's a pretty sweet deal.
Oh, and if the bed's comfortable that night, Tatsu would have absolutely passed the fuck out. Just
Yeah, everybody would have gotten some amount of sleep.
Yep. They probably would have had to send somebody in to actually wake up Tatsuya.
Let's... Breakfast and sleep combined, everyone's gonna have more tenacity.
Yes.
And everyone have been given 100 gold pouches to be spent only within the borders of this empire.
Yes.
You guys are free to, explore the city.
So, Amiko, having seen the conundrum of having handmade arrows that were, improvised, would suggest to Tatsuya, might want to buy some, regular arrows. I'm sure you're, what would you say, escort or handler? Could watch out for them for you until we're out of the
Well, yeah, but they said that we can't have weapons couple over here.
That's why I suggested the other person hold on to them for you. You could buy them. They could put them with your bow when it's convenient.
Yeah.
Well, I know what Satsu wants to buy.
Another dildo.
She's gonna go buy some traveling clothing.
That is
That's
a
one
good idea.
thing. That's one thing Tatsuya is definitely gonna buy is some clothes because he still only has the one pair of clothes.
So
Alright.
some traveling clothing, and then going to get another bow crafted. Probably of much better make than the one that Tatsuya currently has.
Didn't you wish for him to have one?
Yeah, who said it was for him?
Ah,
That was immediately confiscated.
Yeah.
I bet you, like, whoever has them at Tetsuya's arrows are laughing at the arrows. Get a load of this! This asshole's using sticks with pine needles as fletching.
So that is Satsu's buying focuses.
Alright. Well, there's plenty of stores that sell travel clothing, but there is one all-encompassing, like, outdoorsy store. It's got, like, tents and hammocks and, like, boats, rafts, kayaks, anti-tick spray, like, the stinger removing, just all the outdoorsy bullshit. So if you just want, like, clothes that you can travel in, there's plenty to choose from, but if you want, like, specifically traveling clothes, there's a couple of stores that do.
Yeah, I was looking for specifically traveling clothes, like stuff that, is like water resistant, all that kind of stuff.
water resistant, very warm and insulating because it's gonna be super, super cold for them.
It is
That
gonna
makes
be
me-
getting colder.
That makes me wonder a little bit. Will it even affect Amiko at all? Because first of all, she got her thick fur coat,
Mm-hmm.
and second of all, she's a spirit beast.
Since statuses affect them as normal, I'm gonna say that yes, they do need to keep
Okay.
warm.
Yes, clothing is a necessity. Okay.
Okay, so traveling clothes. You can get something of a shawl, which is burlap that's been waterproof with beeswax, that can unfold out into a tarp tent if you find a stick or have a walking staff of some kind.
That would be cool.
Um, there is also something similar to, like, the same sort of material that sleeping bags are made of, like that puffy down feather sort of, like, almost winter jacket style material.
Mhm.
That's been sewn into kind of a bodysuit shape with a zipper that runs all the way from the left thigh up collar and ends in a hoodie. And that comes with these sort of booties that you can zip around ankles to keep warm.
And to keep snow out. I imagine that would be very good for that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably grab both of those, as well as I do need to find actual, clothing.
Right, yeah, I'm just going down a list of like things
Ah.
that
Mhm.
could be useful. I haven't even given you prices yet. There is a backpack frame of sorts that has what appears to be a large duffel bag size roll of a tarp of some kind. You're not sure of the material, but it looks thin and light. It also claims waterproof, and with the way that it's been folded, it has several separate compartments which you could put items into. But you would, of course, have to roll it up into that shape again. Have it do that once again after you've unrolled it.
Interesting.
There are pint, 1 liter, and liter water skin. There is also a gallon canteen made of wood. There is a compass with a mirror.
What's the mirror for? Is it, oh, it's like one of those that like flips open or something.
Yeah, it's like got a clamshell design, and there's a lot of
Okay.
things you can use a mirror for. Being at your back or your ass, like signaling people starting a fire. Yeah, if you sit on something and you don't know what it is,
It's like, okay, what just stabbed me in the ass?
yeah. Do I have to be
Those
careful
are
pulling
th-
this out, or
Am I going to die?
there is fishing tackle and poles, along with a couple of different retrieval methods. There's classic basket and wind method. There's more modern thinner method for like crank lures. There's fly fishing method. And then of course there's just a bundle of wire on a stick for the super uber light campers. Let's see, there, of course, as I mentioned before, there's kayaks and canoes and longboats and all that stuff if you wanted to
Mhm.
pick up a boat for some reason.
could come in handy, but
I mean, this is a rather advanced city. I'm sure they have a folding design or like one of those ones that like nests into itself a couple of times so it's smaller.
could be a magic one somewhere where you push a button and it folds up into a tiny space.
Yeah. It fits in the palm of your hand. It's still 800 pounds. Oh, it can't be that heavy. There are a couple of covered wagons on display, even. One of which appears to have a sort of, you know how tackle boxes have that design where it like folds out and it has all the like steps to it?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. This pull-behind wagon has a sort of box and tarp design where the top cover is made up of half squares, I want to call them, because 2 of the faces are missing. And when you crank the shaft, 2 squares push up and away from each other, forming a rectangular roof. And at the same time, the floor is pushed out via a rack and pinion system. And connecting all of it is a tarp, so that it makes a substantially larger area to relax and rest in than when you're traveling. That's the most expensive option at 300 gold.
Fancy.
Very. Let me just go down the list now. So, fishing tackle, you could part and parcel it out for anywhere from a single thorium for the cheapest bait to 25 thorium for like the most expensive, most accurate, realistic looking ones that like magic swimming action and all that. Fishing poles range from 5 thorium to 15. The retrieval methods basket is the cheapest at 10 thorium, the spinner is 20 thorium, and fly fishing one is 30 thorium. I hope someone's writing these down, because I'm not.
I have not been, but
Well, the fishing parts weren't something I was interested in, so.
Let's see, the backpack frame with tarp is going to cost 100 thorium. It comes in a variety of sizes, so the price is going to go up and down. That's the average. We'll just call it a wearable back. If I could speak, that would be great. Are we done? Are we done fucking up, brain? Have we finished?
it's like, have we completed the reset?
What we will call the wearable sleeping bag is gonna run you 150 thorium. You could, of course, get a regular sleeping bag for 100 thorium. You'd get, like, a resting pad to go with it for 50 thorium. Or you could get one that's inflatable for 10. The cloak tarp is going to run you 80 thorium, and beeswax is going to run you 40 thorium.
Did you say a wearable tarp?
Yeah, it was
It's
like the
a,
burlap shawl thing.
yeah, it's like a shawl or
Kind of like a poncho?
yeah, like just that general shape. Clasps around the neck, hangs off of your shoulders, goes down to like your waist or your keeps the
Kind
rain
of like
off.
a cape.
Not so much like a cape, just kind of you can wrap it around your entire body. Cape is just a bit of cloth that hangs off the back.
Wow, if I could fucking type. There we go. Okay. So what did you say was after that thing?
After the shawl?
Yeah, the poncho tarp cape thing.
It's 80.
Yeah.
And beeswax is 40. And you get enough of it to probably cover one side of the shawl once. There's various pest deterrent and removal devices here. Like there's incense, which is supposed to drive off things like millipedes and caterpillars, and there's traps you can set out to get rid of ants out of your food. There's tick medical devices and things to get rid of stings, and that's a range of price anywhere from 5 thorium to 60. There's the compass, which is gonna run 15 thorium at this store.
Is that the one that has the mirror also?
Yes.
And you said 15?
15. Next to the compass, there's also a shelf of maps, ranging in usefulness from a map of the city itself, map of the particular district that you're in, map of the territory that you're in and the routes going through it, map of the known world, actually only about half, and there's a map of common trade routes where merchants set up on the side of the road. There is a map of less traveled roads, but it's called a map of shortcuts. They're generally more dangerous routes to take, but it'll get you where you're going faster. And there is
Water skins.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to the water skins.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Sorry.
map of known geological deposits, if anyone go mining, caving. And it seems like all of the maps have had a standardized price set at 25 thorium. Whether that's the guild's thing or some other act, you'll have to ask. Well, let's see. Water skins have a set price based on the number of pints of fluid that they contain. So the 1 pint water skin is going to cost you 10 thorium, and then for each pint beyond that, it goes up by another 10. So I believe
Okay.
the 4 pints per gallon.
No, I think. Are pints the same as a quart? I thought the pints were smaller.
Pints
Pints are like half a quart.
Okay. Hold on. Google. How do I American? Pints. Gallon. 1 pint is 0.125 gallon. So,
Okay, so it's an eighth of a gallon, so it's
yeah, so 4 pints is half a gallon, so. Yeah. So the gallon canteen would be 80 thorium. And then, I don't know, where's the, one liter is 2 pints. About.
approximately.
Approximately. It's converting to metric.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I think that's everything that would actually be interesting to you guys in here.
so the 2-liter water skin would have been what, like 40
About
thorium?
40.
40, yeah.
Okay. I made my list.
Alrighty.
Feel like I can just hand them a gold and walk away.
Yeah, I think camping stuff is generally pretty cheap when dealing with literal monsters out on the road.
I got the hiccups. Okay.
And thus Satsu continued on the ground.
But yeah, then I would also a bow and then actual regular clothing.
I
Alright.
think that wearable sleeping bag thing would probably be a pretty good idea for super harsh weather.
Yeah.
Though if you're gonna sleep, you probably want an actual sleeping bag.
While we're at the soup store, what does Tatsuya and Amiko want?
Pardon the clanging. I think Amiko would be interested in the whatchamacallit, essentially the heavy winter gear that's the wearable sleeping bag.
Alright.
You can get a set that is properly tailored for an anthroform.
Oh yeah, they got a whole bunch on there. They got everything from like kid size all the way up to like Oni size. You gotta pay attention to the comfort rating on the label, though. Like, some of them are only good down to like 30 comfort, and then some of them are only down to like 0 comfort. And like, everything's then outside.
So I do not understand the comfort rating system myself. So I don't know what that would be about.
So,
Because it's essentially degrees, their form of degrees.
that's the misconception a lot. What comfort rating means is it can get down to that temperature and you won't die. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be happy about it.
It's like, yeah, it's like it's a survival rating.
Yeah.
It's like I can see, not being happy about it, but still surviving. Ugh.
So, like, a 30 comfort rating would be something that, like, you take on a maybe summer or autumn trip. Maybe you don't even sleep in the bag if you're taking it on a summer trip.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. So she needs to look for ones that'll be rated for much lower numbers.
As a general rule of thumb, the lower the number, the higher the price gets.
That does make sense. So once she finds one her size, she's going to look and see what comfort ratings they have. I imagine there's a whole variety of them.
Yep, it goes all the way down to 0, and then that's where it seems to cut off.
So how much is the one that is 0 rated?
800 thorium.
Alright, so
Oh,
yes, it's fairly spendy. Okay then.
You got... well, you have 200 gold to spend.
I know.
Yes, I'm trying to remember what that is in gold. Amiko's inventory system is for the very old
That has the
prices,
old one.
or basically where everything was in gold.
Yeah. So 1 gold is a value of 1,500.
All right. Tab over to the right program here. So 2,500 is the value. Alright. I will have to rework her inventory here later when I have power for it. Crap, where was I? Over here? Alright. So many things. Close all of these tabs. Alright, so she's interested in that. Let me get back over to my notes here. Alright. Or. Okay, so I'm gonna call this a winter clothing set. Alright, so there's that. Let's see. I think she will also get a regular sleeping bag. And that is 100 gold. Or. I don't think she cares as much about a sleeping pad. I assume the winter clothing set that would probably need to be accompanied by something waterproof also, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I mean, the
I imagine it's got like leather or whatever to keep water out, but to really do the job, you'd probably also want something like the poncho thing.
yeah, if you're gonna be traveling in the rain and continuing to trudge forward, you're probably gonna want like a poncho or something to actually keep the rain off. Like, when I say this is sleeping bag material, I mean like all over.
Okay. Is there anything that would be like my brain is just not working today.
Like a
Is there anything like an actual winter clothing set?
there are some fur-lined jackets and some almost long john looking pants that you could get. And there's some leather coveralls that you could pick up to like act as a windbreak.
I suppose she could wear that like over the other thing and be nice and warm.
Yeah. I mean, wind shear is the major driving force behind a lot of fluff.
Yeah. Alright. So how much would that set be?
Which part?
My lights are flickering a lot here. I may go kaboom, but the jacket and the overalls or coveralls or whatever.
Okay, so the fur-lined jacket for someone your size is probably going to be 30 thorium.
Okay, that's pretty cheap. That's good.
And the leather pants are going to Run.
I am remembering a mean song.
Leather is usually more expensive, but since it's such a big city, they probably get enough animal feeders that it's not that big a deal here. So I'm gonna say that the leather pants are just 80.
All right.
They also have snowshoes, mittens, hats.
Mittens might be a good idea.
You could get yourself a nice fluffy pair of mittens for like 10 thorium, or you could spend 15 thorium and get yourself a good pair of gloves. Less warm, but at least you have all your fingers.
Amiko's kind of used to not having fingers too, so I think she'll probably be fine with mittens.
Get her some doggy booties.
But I will make a note of the gloves.
What are you gonna do about your tail?
That is a good question. Is there any kind of like tail warmer type thing?
I'm glad you asked. Just as there is such a thing as tail bags, there's also a thing known as tail coif. There's a few stylistic options here. There is the tried and true belt with a sleeve of cushiony fabric that you can slide your tail into like a sheath. There is the almost curtain-like crate that you can hang across the top of it so that it dry from rain. There is a almost mummy-like wrap that you can perform with this almost scarf-like material that will keep it warm and flexible.
Is there something that would function kind of like that, but keep it dry too?
You can always waterproof it.
That is true. She could do that.
There's a couple of different methods. There's wax method, there's or chemical based method. I forget the exact one right now, but there's a process by which you can soak something in this chemical and it becomes water resistant. Don't remember if it's the same stuff they put in the spray-on bottle.
I am not sure.
I think I actually had tabs saved. Method. Ah, yes. You can use alum to waterproof things.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say alum?
Alum, yes. 8 ounces alum and 3 3/4 ounces castle soap in 4 pints of water and 2 ounces gum arabic.
See.
You just mix that together, fish your material down into it, pull it out once it's completely soaked, and let it dry.
I think what she might want to do is the wax method.
Okay. The tail covers are going to range in price anywhere from 10 thorium all the
Well, I like the idea of the of the belt and sheath version. I also like the idea of the wrap version.
Sheath style is going to be on the higher end, around 20 to 25, depending on how warm it's going to be made for. Whereas the belt style, or not the belt, the wrap style is going to be on the cheaper end, around 50 range.
All right. That's a tricky decision. Like, how does she want to do it?
But flip a
Well,
coin.
I suppose the sheath style would be the most secure because it actually uses a belt to hold it in place.
This is true. A little more restrictive, a bit harder to wag.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I think she'll go for that sheath style.
Alright.
So, would it be able to essentially have like an opening on the bottom so that she can just like place it over top of her tail and like close it up? Or is she just gonna have to try and stuff her tail into it?
It is designed for insulation, so you have to stuff your tail into there no matter how matted it may be. You can go to a tailor and have a zipper or button installed.
Well, I suppose she could just like get one of the wrap style, wrap her tail, and then stuff that in there so it doesn't get, stuck part of the way.
Um, it would increase the comfort rating if you did that, layering up.
That is also true, yes. So I think she will go with both. So let's see. We're gonna go with thrilling jacket. We're gonna go with the leather pants. Um, um, brain turned off. So she's gonna go for the best comfort rating on each of these that she can find because she knows it's getting super super cold really soon.
Mm-hmm. You can always take layers off.
Exactly.
So, when you both of the items.
A grand total of 40.
Yes.
All right. So. All right. There we go. Mitten, she was gonna go for one set of those.
Not much you can do with mittens. If you make the comfort rating too high, you just can't move your hands at all.
So what were the comfort ratings on each of those thingies?
Oh, yeah. So the wrap has a rating of 20 and has a rating of 12.
12, and then 20. All right. And So the
Go ahead.
yeah, for the mittens, what is something that she would be able to have some flexibility still and uh, be warm?
So, what you're looking at is double-walled mitten, which are going to have a comfort rating of 25. You would still be able to, like, fingers around and things, but you're still not going to want your hands exposed to, like, direct airflow.
Okay. So, like, when it gets bad, like, tuck the hands into something.
Yeah, and, you know, the jacket has pockets.
And the bright side of wearing all this clothing and stuff, people will be able to touch Amiko.
Yeah.
Well, not directly, they'll be able to touch her clothing and stuff, but she won't have to focus too much.
There's always the possibility of getting yourself another hat to go under the hoodie that comes what is it? Sleeping bag onesie.
Yeah, that's true. I was also thinking of that.
You could always pick up another wrap scarf, cover up your face to defy all boops.
Alright, do some scrolling and tabbing and stuff. Amiko wants to be safe because she's not entirely sure how cold it's going to be.
Get fucking cold. Most people hold up in their houses over winter.
Yeah, pretty much. I figured if they're gonna be hidden behind a planet for an extended period of time, and also have night times on top of that, it's gonna get fucking cold.
Oh, it's daytime outside. How can you tell? 'Cause it's not frozen. What do you mean it's not frozen? It looks pretty frozen out there to me. No, the thermometer's not frozen. Ah.
It's like the alcohol didn't freeze.
There's cold and then there's colder.
It's like we don't use mercury in our thermometers. We use the good stuff in them.
You see, the temperature gets so cold in winter, we had to switch to something else. We have this thing called a solid thermometer now. Uses this expanding bimetallic strip that tells us how cold it is outside.
Basically.
Let's see. The hats don't provide a whole lot of comfort. They like give you 28 at most. A lot of them are just decorative wear.
Still, it is some insulation.
It is.
Plus, Amiko doesn't get to wear clothing a lot, so she's gonna have fun. Like, yay, I get to wear clothes. Oh, why do you do this?
Even if she looks like the kid from A Christmas Story waddling down the street with like 10 jackets on.
I'm warm. I'm warm. I'm a little warm. Okay, I'm not that warm.
So what's Tatsu gonna buy?
Tetsuya is going to buy some normal clothes, like a shirt, pants, a couple pairs of those.
Just a tee and shorts. Just what cold?
But he is gonna buy not like full on winter clothes because he's used to living in the cold in the mountains. But he is gonna buy some like thicker, like a long sleeve and some thicker jeans, whatever you would call
Okay,
them.
so Tatsu's gonna pick up a 30 comfort flannel and some 25 comfort long johns.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Tatsu's gonna be the stereotypical New Yorker of the group. This ain't cold. You don't know what cold is.
He is gonna pick up a thick jacket for the night, just in case it does get real cold,
Okay.
and a
Leather.
sleeping bag.
So, fur-lined jacket, windbreak. And what else?
A sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag, alright.
Yeah.
What's their total? Ivy?
Oh, and some shoes. He still doesn't have any shoes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shoes. He's just
Some
been,
socks and shoes.
Yeah.
He's just been walking around barefoot this whole time.
just been trying to keep up with the party, like trying not to step on like broken shards of glass in the street and
Just
rusty
trying
nails.
not to step on
So-
pointy rocks.
We'll open this thing up just to do it. Okay, so Tatsu was getting
So some long johns.
I don't know if you said what price those were.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick that as a kid I walked around almost everywhere barefoot, and your feet just become strong. They
They
don't
get
feel
tough.
things.
Yeah, I do. I'm not
So
gonna.
if he's been doing
discount
that for, however short his life is.
I gotta word it like that.
Why,
No
why are you trying to put a
spoilers.
curse? Why are you trying to wait? What?
So you said the winter
Hold on.
jacket is
Yeah, that's
30.
yes, the winter jacket is 30. The flannel shirt is 25. And the long johns is also 25. Sure, why not? We'll just group them together as comfort clothes.
All right, and let's see. What else did you say he was getting?
Socks and shoes.
Yeah, socks and
Like, how much are socks?
oh, they're super. Get a
Like,
pack
just
of
like-
10 of them for like 5 thorium.
He's gonna get 2 packs then. Because he's never had nice socks.
And you're like, yeah, socks. He's gonna put them on. Ooh, warm.
Going to
He's
quickly realize that their claws poke out the end.
So he's gonna be he's been super jealous of Satsu's stockings then.
Yes, he's been jealous of Satsu. A lot of things Satsu has.
That just seems like commonplace for her.
Like, clothes, money, confidence.
Wow. While Satsu is waiting for everyone else to pick out the things they want, they have a fan come over and ask for their autograph.
And, also, Tetsuya is gonna get a fishing pole and bait
Oh yeah?
and stuff. Yeah. She's gonna get like, he's not gonna get the fly fishing thing, he's gonna get, like, the regular, throw and forget.
The
Line in the water kind.
Yeah.
oh,
so-
the kind with like a bobber. Okay, so the basket style.
I guess.
What picture am I signing?
They're being very careful not to show it to anyone, but it's the one with the horse.
The one with
The-
the horse, right?
Yeah.
One of the ones with the horse.
So
No, it's animated.
Oh.
So the boots, how much were those?
I sit there and watch it with them.
Yeah, I haven't given you a price for the boots. Well, let's get kind of into the minutia for
Spicy?
that. Do you want like hiking boots meant for like stomping around in the muck and whatever
Them
that are all
Timberlands.
yeah, those Tims. Do you want
No.
some like flat bottom boots for walking around the streets that are gonna last a while with the hard pavement? Do you want some like boots that got a little hollow out in the heel for a wheel that you can stick in there and roll around?
He wants some like all-purpose
Uncob-
boots.
On cobblestone?
On cobblestone. it's
That
not
just sounds like a day.
No, it's not a small wheel, it's a big one.
Oh. I just imagine. Oh God, fucking not again.
Go fuck. Hear my teeth.
God, no. Imagine using Heelys on cobblestone. You'd get about 2 inches.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Now, is it wide or is it long? Is it thick?
It's wide. But like the actual purpose of like the heel hollow out to like attach different treads and stuff, like if you need a reclimbing spike or something.
Mm.
So you said kind of an all-purpose one, so maybe like the hiking ones?
Yeah.
Just regular hiking boots. Alright, that's gonna run you like 56 thorium.
Okay.
PC. Okay. And I don't remember the prices on the fishing stuff.
Ivy!
So, like, but yeah, he's just gonna get like a regular reel and rod. And some tackle.
I mean, I just imagine they can all just be like, okay, I have 1 gold. Just, I don't know, keep the change or something.
I mean, if you did do that, the shopkeep would be exceptionally happy and would offer you, like, some of the freshly baked cookies that they have on display.
I mean, that's what Satsu already did.
They got chocolate, they got raisin, they got sugar cookie.
Ooh, raisin.
Yeah, oatmeal raisin.
Surprisingly, Satsu's favorite.
Okay. I don't actually remember the price that I gave for the spinner and rod, but I'm gonna say the rod was 15. Spinner was also 15.
Okay. You... that. Okay.
And is Tatsu gonna spend some time picking out the particular bait that they want, or are they gonna get like a pre-packed tackle box?
They're gonna get a pre-packed tackle box because he doesn't know anything about fishing. Like
25.
actual fishing like that.
Okay. It comes 25 thorium, it comes with floats, sinkers, a couple of crankbaits, a couple of surface bait, a couple of bottom bait.
So just kind of a variety of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a quick grab bag of maybe not necessarily greatest hits, but been bait. Got a couple of synthetic worms in there, maybe a lizard.
Alright.
Oh, right, and hooks. It's got hooks in there.
Okay, I was gonna
Very-
say.
Very important. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Oh yeah, it's got hooks.
Yeah, I think you'd need hooks to actually catch the fish.
Yeah, I mean, lures come with hooks, but yeah.
Yeah. To see, yay! I have things.
Possessions.
Satsu's so tempted to hold on. Let me look up the exact name of this spell real quick. Scroll.
Be nice to the kitty.
Oh, here we go. Conjure fish.
Be nice. Be nice.
Just in the middle of the store.
No, but that costs a life point from what you told me.
It does,
So
yeah.
No.
I mean, you get it back when the creature dies, but like, That's
Wait, are you saying I could conjure a fish and kill it and get experience and a life point back?
well,
Like get the life point back and get experience for killing it?
yeah, that's the janky nature of summoning low-level creatures. So here's the loop, so that you don't think that it's as strong as it is. You summon a fish, kill it, get your life point back, get experience, and then
I'm
you
still spending
eat it.
HP though.
Yeah, then you eat it to get your HP back.
Huh.
So it's not as broke as you might think.
Yeah,
I mean, still,
It's-
still sounds kind of nice for low experience games.
yeah. It's good for grinding out like small amounts of experience over a long period of time. It is
Yep.
just legitimately faster to go to a stream and kill a bunch of fish at once instead of summoning one at a time. But if you
I just imagine like I'm on the road and just kind of hungry. Conjure fish.
yeah, just
Conjure fish, munch munch.
Now,
conjure.
is this a predetermined fish or a random fish?
It's a random fish. They're not using
Specificity.
brain. Oh, okay. I guess I just don't have that word in my lexicon right now.
Specifics?
It's the one that lets you see things.
Oh,
Divination.
Clairvoyance?
Yes, divination. They're not using divination to find like a particular fish. It's just like a random fish.
It's
It's
like
like
any
fish.
fish will do.
Yeah. Could be a
You
puffer
conjure
fish.
a gigantic fish. Not that one.
Could be a jellyfish. Could be a sea slug. Could be a shark.
See, I never knew about getting the life point back when it died.
Yeah.
So that's- I would have used it more often then.
I mean, I just assumed that you figured that it wasn't very useful, that method. Like, sure, you could use it to feed yourself. It's not.
I mean, that's all I was thinking was using it to feed myself. That's why it's right below Conjure Apple.
Maybe it needs to be right above Conjure Apple now.
Is that how you order your spells in ranking of usefulness?
No, they're ordered by school, and then in the order that I make them, I guess.
That's generally how I do it too.
Yeah, that's a good method. Keeps you in the loop of how it was created chronologically.
Yeah. I mean, because the next thing is Conjure Bow and Arrow, and then Conjure, like, item in general, just so I don't have to... I know I still have to do, like, the specifics, but it's like, okay, here's the cost for it, the difficulty.
Random bullshit, go! Ah!
Well, that'd be one hell of a noodle loop.
Somehow
Just-
accidentally randomly conjures the chaos.
Oh no.
Conjures the,
The thing
Yeah.
that summons people to this world.
yeah, my brain is just.
Is that what you were
skipping
thinking of, though?
tracks. Yes, it was.
The Neo Encabulator or something like that?
Yeah,
God damn, see, I stole it. I stole it from
that's where it fucking went. Give it back. But yeah, just like summon random bullshit, and then Neo Encabulator appears. It's like, oh no, not that shit. Give it
I'm
back.
tired of funding new players.
Rothgar still owes you some money, by the way.
Yeah.
When did Satsu ever say it was a fucking loan?
When he asked for a loan specifically?
Did he? For what?
Yes. So he can make his little Tinker toys?
No.
Oh yeah, the ducks.
Chickens.
Well,
Satsu forgot about it.
Tatsu is up to a total of 201 thorium.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
So
let's see.
2,500 minus 201. Unless you want to just hand the shopkeep the gold and be like, keep the change.
Yeah,
Tetsuya.
you keep
I
buying
he-
stuff.
He's thinking about buying more stuff. He's thinking about buying a bigger bag too, like a
Mm.
rucksack or something.
The bag
Yeah.
with the frame and stuff.
My total was
Yeah.
less than 500 thorium, so but yeah, I gave him the
Yeah.
gold.
You could definitely pick up the bag and frame, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get the bag and frame.
Is it weird that none of this is for Satsu?
What?
Maybe.
What else?
I was thinking I'd also get the bag and frame for Ameko because she's gonna need a way to carry that stuff.
Yeah.
Bags are important.
Like she has a bag, but it doesn't hold that much stuff. So
Another thing Tatsuya is probably jealous of Satsu for.
What?
A bag that just seems to hold everything.
Yeah. What else? Trying to think of what else. Water skin. He's gonna get the big water skin.
The liter or like the gallon?
The gallon.
Gallon canteen, alright.
Man, you realize how heavy that would be to carry when it's full.
Oh yeah, it's like 25 pounds.
Just imagine
Yeah,
carrying a
gallon
of milk constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were
Tetsuya.
like 8 pounds a gallon for water.
Oh yeah, it's... I don't know. It feels like 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets
but,
heavy, yeah.
He has a minus 200-pound encumbrance.
All right, so the gallon.
Fucking
I think I need to scroll and find it. Scroll. There we go. Okay, so
Now you're learning.
all right, so 8 pints in a gallon. So that's gonna be
80.
80 thorium. Pretty simple.
right there.
Is that pizza rolls I hear?
No, it's ramen. I told you I was getting the ramen.
They take their character very seriously.
All right,
Now,
so,
just ignore the fact that I'm eating a bowl while another one's now in the microwave.
so
but,
Amiko would have bought one of those sets of beeswax so that she could cover the tail thing.
Alright.
Let's make a note there.
It's definitely enough beeswax to cover both teeth and sap.
All right, excellent.
Do they have any fingerless gloves?
They don't, but you could make some.
Yeah, like get
You just
regular-
buy gloves and then cut off the fingers.
Yeah, hopefully when your fingers aren't in the gloves.
Yeah.
Although,
I mean, then you can just mimic that silent.
No.
Don't think we want to do that.
No. I'm good on that front.
all right, so you're buying some gloves.
Some leather gloves. Yes.
Some finger
Those-
gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those would be 15 Thor. So that's 15.
He's gonna buy a cap. Like a beanie or something.
Okay.
Do they have beanies?
They do,
Or
yeah.
what do they have?
They're-
Or he gonna get a
They don't offer a whole lot of thermal protection, but they're decorative.
beanie. And
There'll probably be a little bit of protection from the wind.
yeah.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Keeps your eyebrows warm.
Yeah. And the forehead.
All right, so how much would that one be? I imagine that's pretty cheap.
50.
15.
It's a nice beanie for $15.
That's third 15 in a row. My randomizer broke. Or is it true random? Oh.
Oh.
How much was that caravan? 15. Oh, cool.
No, I remember that. The fancy folding tow behind thing was 800.
Oh, I thought thought it was 300. Something was 300.
Something was 300. I think the boats.
Oh.
Yeah, and let's
Oh,
trying to
fuck.
think of what else
Please
he
tell me
might.
that's.
Hmm?
No. Okay, we good. We kosher. It was just the box that my dice box sits in that I accidentally stepped on.
Oh.
Oh.
You've seen my
He's
dice
like,
box.
please tell me that's empty.
Not something you want to step on.
No.
No, you've seen it. You know how expensive it was.
Yeah.
I don't have like a lot of good spaces to put it when I play.
On your desk.
What desk?
On a table.
Balanced
Covered with
precariously.
monitors and Arnold Palmers.
We'll move the Arnold Palmer.
I mean,
No, they have a
Yeah.
box of like 500.
no,
Put it on the
these are
box.
mostly empty cans.
Then move the cans.
Look at what? What are you keeping them for?
Recycling.
I mean, yeah, I take them to recycling like once or twice a week. I grab a box, put the box in, throw it in the recycling bin.
You get a whole $5.
I mean, no, we actually have a recycling company that comes by every week.
Okay.
Tatsu isn't the one making money.
I am just doing the responsible thing.
The responsible thing of shipping all their plastic to China. Oh wait, we stopped doing that.
Okay, any more shopping?
Um,
It is getting late, and I am pretty tired today.
Better to get this out of the way now so
yeah.
we can go straight into it next session.
I think Amiko would get some sort of hat. Ow.
Thought you did already.
I did not yet. We discussed a few types, but
Because the majority of my money I was going to spend at the for an actual bow,
Yeah.
which would be a different shop.
let's see. We'll go down here. So. All right. So for a hat, I think for Amiko, she wants something that she can get where it'll cover most of her head and her muzzle, or a good portion of it. Maybe leave the sniffer out so she can use it.
Hmm?
Trying to think of a hat design that incorporates a muzzle to it, and I'm not thinking of too many good ones that let you free.
Well, she could probably.
Unless there's one that like
scout
just
out.
like
I'm thinking she might go for. God, what is it? One Russian style one where
Ushanka.
it has the flaps that come down on the side to protect you.
Ushanka.
Ushanka. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Enjoy some ear. Oh wait, that would have been the wrong channel. That channel.
But if there's something like an Ushanka, she'd go for that.
Yes, there is.
Alright, so how much would one of those run her?
15.
15. Okay.
Same as the other hat.
I figured it would be somewhere around there. Out of this.
I think that's everything. Yes?
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all the important stuff.
Move on to the next shop. Tatsu wants to get a bow. Go to the bower. They have a variety for sale here. They have compound bows. They have curve bows. They've got I was about to call it lever action, but that's not. You don't want a lever action
Crossbow.
bow.
I mean, a lever action crossbow would be cool.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. There's a lever action crossbow. It's a pain in the ass to pull it back, but it fucking works.
Talking about a compound bow.
Yeah, compound bow, or the one with the roller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd basically be ready to drop 180 gold for like the best recurve bow I could get, a quiver, and 2 dozen arrows.
Alright. Let's see what the prices generate today. We're gonna stay within recurve.
Now, what is this, like the Japanese bow, or is this just like a European recurve bow?
The Japanese style, obviously.
Okay. We're just making sure.
Okay, so for 100 gold, you can pick up their best recurve bow. It comes with an enchantment that doubles the range of projectiles, and the ring that you use to knock the arrows has a dampening enchantment on it that allows you to fire 2 arrows on your turn instead of.
Okay. And then I need a quiver.
Yes. Let's see. You can get a regular 500 arrow quiver for.
500 arrows. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Quivers?
you're going for the
Quivers?
expensive stuff, right?
Didn't realize quivers came that big.
Yeah, there's Oni here. Anyway. Yeah, so you can get like a barrel quiver that holds 500 arrows, and it's gonna cost 10 gold. Or for 25 gold, you can pick up a smaller 5 arrow quiver that seems to claim that it has a capacity to hold 1,000 arrows.
I like that one.
I
And I would ask to test it first. At least to make sure it's holding more than, 5.
the shopkeep would indeed pull like 1 arrow at a time out of it, and it almost looks like the arrows that are in it duplicate themselves, and then they pull all 5 out, and 5 more kind of slide out from further within.
Okay. Sold.
Helical quiver.
Yes, helical mag quiver.
It's a magazine quiver. What are you talking about? Like a
Yeah.
belt feed.
Belt fed quiver.
All you need to do is strap it into an instant Legolas device, and there you go. You all remember the instant Legolas?
Yeah, I
No.
think I've seen that.
Oh well, allow me to show you his features.
And then you look in the chat and see my GIF.
Yeah.
Comrade Cat.
They do have instant Legolas devices for sale here, but you're gonna have to attach it to whatever bow by yourself. And they
what's
do
that?
offer the disclaimer that having the bowstring in the device causes twice the normal amount of wear on it, so you will have to replace the string more often. And all it is essentially a magazine of 5 arrows in a sort of lightweight frame that when you pull the string back, knocks the arrow for you, and when the
Oh, I see
string
it.
goes forward, it readies the next arrow.
So it's like an auto loader for your bow.
Yeah,
People have
essentially.
actually made them. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, well, one person specifically has made one, yeah.
Yeah, I see the survival lily. Some lady. Well, she bought it by Jorg Sprave.
George is the one that invented it. He actually, well, people told him to patent it, but he doesn't believe in the patenting system.
Oh, the very first video is his video.
Yeah. You can see
Speaking of
him working
comrade,
on it from, like,
that
plywood
fucking
all-
accent.
Yeah, seriously. But you can see him designing it from, like, plywood, rough outlines, all the way up to, like, production model. It's all made out of, like, lightweight aluminum now.
Well, I'll bypass on that,
Mm-hmm.
but I do need arrows as well.
Yes. There's a large selection of arrows. You could specify the type of feathering, whether you even want feathering, what kind of shaft you want, what kind of knock you want, what kind of tip you want, if you want the tip to be screw on or not, so you can swap them out.
I'd probably go with the variety if the thing can hold 1,000 fucking arrows. Have it be like fucking Hawkeye, who could just pull whatever kind of arrow he wants.
See, that's the thing. They're retrieved in reverse order of loading.
Hmm.
So you have to burn through all of one to get to the next set.
Gotcha.
Unless you stagger them, so you got a different variety of arrows.
So rotate them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or do each of the 5 slots each have different arrows in a row?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or is it in order one by one by one by one by one?
It is stored in a row. So if you had, I don't know, duck hunting, dull, pointed, barbed, and sharp, and then you pulled sharp out, you would get dull. And then you would get duck hunting. And then you would get the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I basically want to make it, some for training, like some for practicing on targets, and then another set for actual, meaning to kill.
Okay, so for target practice, you could do no tip, or if you're going to be shooting into, like, a
Oh wait, I
target,
can just do the screw-on tips. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do bullet tip if you just want to, like, target practice.
Yeah, bullet tip works.
Bullet tip screw on or bullet tip permanent?
I'm just trying to think of how much like 500 arrows would be just held in a ball.
A lot.
In a ball? Several. What was that statement, brain? I went back and I
Several.
thought about it and like, wait.
I just let it ride.
In a ball? Several. As if laying them flat would make them more? Or less? I guess?
Just moved on.
How many? Large.
I guess I would have them as I'd basically have I want a pouch of the tips, I guess.
Okay,
That could be
that's a
you
good
know,
way to go
swa-
about it. Yeah.
swap between the two. So mostly for, here's killing arrows,
Mm-hmm.
and then okay, well I'm gonna do some training, and you just quickly swap
Swap
them
them
out.
out.
And
I don't know
when
about
you
quickly, but you could swap out like
yeah,
10 or 20 of them.
well I mean like doing the screw on.
Yeah.
So swap out a
So
few,
basically,
and then when you're done, swap them back, reload them.
yeah, basically like keep
Is
the
the concept.
battle ones assembled, but if you're gonna do some training, just manually go back, switch the tips. When you're done
So
training, switch back to battle one.
so basically have 1,000 battle ready arrows and maybe like I'd say 100 practice tips in a pouch.
Okay, that works. No, oh, no, my brain has just forgotten the number that you said. You said 10 tips?
1,000 and then 100.
100 practice tips. Okay. That's at 1 thorium a tip. That's 100 thorium. And then you say battle tips, but there's like a
I know.
lot of different types. There's bodkin needles, which are really good at piercing and get through chainmail. There's spear tip, which is better at cutting through things like leather or really thick hide.
That one.
There's spade tipped, which is good at getting wedged in place and doing a lot of bleed damage. It's also a little bit better at getting through scales. There's it's just called barbed because the entire edge is etched. So that gets stuck into like fur and stuff better, and particularly grabs onto muscle and causes damage as it's used.
We'll do the spade type, like the broadhead.
Okay. And then there's also like the duck hunting one that I referred to earlier, which has, it almost looks like a fishing floaty behind a crescent tip, and you use those by shooting them across the surface of the water, and it kind of like skips. But yeah, okay. The one you selected is 5 thorium a head. Good. 1,000 of those. That's 5,000 thorium.
So 2 gold.
Yes, 2.
And then you said the other ones were 100 for the tips.
Yes, 100 for 100 practice tips.
And a pouch to hold them.
Yeah.
And also some extra beeswax to for the string, and silencers on for the string as well if they don't already have them. I know you said it had a dampening enchantment on it, but I don't know if that is what that meant.
The dampening just stops it from vibrating so much after it snaps. Well, not snaps, but you...
I don't know if that meant like a silencing, like you know how you'll wrap the fucking fur things around.
It does not silence it. It just stops it from vibrating as long. You can knock faster.
Okay, so then I would get silencers, which are usually pretty fucking cheap.
Yeah, it's only like 5. Okay, so you've picked out your tips. Now, what kind of shaft length and material do you want? They have the overdraw shafts, which let you use that ability without having to learn it. And there's the regular length shafts, which can be manufactured to be thicker so that they can carry a bit more weight behind them. What that essentially means is it gives you an extra +5 attack.
Yeah, not the overdraw.
Okay. So regular shaft, extra thick, or just normal?
Let's go extra thick.
Okay. So what kind of material are we looking at? Are we looking for like wormwood here? Are we looking at oak? Are we looking at metal? Are we looking at a hollow fiber?
Wormwood sounds cool.
Expensive.
Not that wormwood. Worm spelled W-R-M.
Sounds expensive.
WRM? Okay, I was thinking WYRM. Because considering that, the name stuck in my head because the company that made my dice tray is Wormwood.
Yeah.
I think it's just a specific kind of wood called wormwood. It's
There is.
Yeah.
W-O-R-M.
Yeah, WORM is a particular type of wood that exists. The type of wood that Tatsu's box is made of is also that, but the company is called Worm, as in the mythical thing.
Like a dragon type.
Yeah, and then this
Whatever.
is WRM.
This W-R-M.
Because mine is actually ebony. Was ebony wood.
Oh, I thought it was Worm.
Well, no, the company's name is Wormwood, but I got it in
Okay,
Like-
cool.
like it's actually like the wood is black. It looks fucking cool.
You can, of course, make an order if they don't have the wood that you're looking for, and I can tell you the different properties of different shaft materials, or you can just pick whatever you like.
I mean, I don't know much about shafts myself, so something that is, I guess lightweight, but still sturdy, not as prone to breaking.
So, lightweight and sturdy would be the fiber tube, which is essentially an epoxy coated.
Fiberglass, yeah.
It's not fiberglass, it's epoxy and fiber. It's super lightweight, and it's probably going to break when it lands so that the enemy can't use it, and you can also fill the hollow on the inside with something like, I don't know, incense
Poison.
or other alchemical stuff like poison or... what's that?
I said poison.
Oh.
Like that was my first thought was poison, and you're like incense. Okay.
Oh. The regular oak shaft is a bit heavier. It's sturdy enough to survive the impact, so you can go retrieve it later and put it back into your quiver. It's not super prone to splintering unless you roll a crit, in which case it's going to.
Yeah, let's go with oak.
Let's see, and the wormwood has a higher aptitude towards enchantments. So if you had somebody that was good with infusion or something, you could put spells on your arrows and they would do more damage or be stronger in effect.
Well, how much would the wormwood ones be?
Per arrow, the wormwood shafts are 100 thorium. The oak are 20, and the fiber resin are 50. Oh yeah, and then of course there's the metal ones, which have the highest weight and the shortest range, but they pack a pretty serious punch if you're trying to punch through something.
So if I got the 1,000 wormwood shafts, it would be 40 gold. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
That's still within my budget that I placed here.
Mm-hmm. To be clear, none of them have anything on them.
Right.
It's just a material property. Okay, so the Nox, there's 2 or 3 here. You could get high-speed Nox, which just let you more smoothly transition into the next arrow as you're going. So
Yeah, they clip on pretty quick.
yeah, it doesn't even have like anywhere for the ring to like get situated and get stuck. It's just like an open, essentially.
No.
Yeah. There's the standard one, which you're probably used to and thinking of, and then there's the wind feather knock, which extends down the shaft slightly with prongs, sort of, and when you loose it, the prongs will open up and guide the arrow without needing to pay extra for any of the other feathers stuff.
Which are those?
Let's see. The wind feather knocks are 18 each. The standard knocks are 10 each, and the high-speed ones are 5 each.
Okay, we'll go with the wind speed.
Alright. So we won't have to go over all the different feather types. That should be your entire order completed, I think.
Which brings my total to... basically 175 gold. Almost to a T. Almost
just
to a
under.
fucking T. Yep. So I will go ahead and, hold true to my word that here's 180 gold.
Alright, so you hand over the gold. Upkeep is... if I could stop burping, that'd be great. I don't know why I'm burping now. The shopkeep is grateful for the extra gold. Don't think this particular shopkeeper has anything extra they can offer you.
Not too worried about it. Maybe they can, do an engraving on the quiver or something.
Yeah, they could do that real quick. They could put, your name or something on it.
Not my name, but sure.
What else did we want to get done? Because Satsu mentioned getting clothes.
Yeah, just like
bow,
regular
and...
clothes.
Was that it? Just normal everyday clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could go do that.
We can probably just fucking throw it out as a generic, because that's so...
Yeah. We've done it a couple of times by now, you know what the prices are generally.
I'm basically gonna hand them my gold.
Yeah.
Should cover it.
Yep. Design yourself an outfit.
Cool. And I'll put that away for now. Anybody else need anything?
Not that I can think of now.
Oh, you didn't want any arrows from this nice place?
I'm sorry, my brain's not working.
We've only spent 20 minutes talking about arrows, and you have handmade arrows. That could definitely use an upgrade.
Yeah, my brain's not working. Or even half capacity.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
it's-
on. You stay
it
up
is
later
pretty
than
late
this
already.
watching anime with me.
Mhm. Yeah, but I was busy running around town.
So no anime later?
Huh?
I didn't say that.
What?
I think it's about time to call the session.
Yeah, it's almost 10
Yeah.
o'clock.
How much was my total?
less than a gold.
What?
108 gold pieces if you want the same thing Satsu got.
Oh, no.
I sent it to you on
180.
Telegram.
Thank you,
It
Ivy.
was, I think, 511 thorium.
Okay, yeah, then just giving them gold. Keep change. Yeah.
That was for the other short story. Yeah.
Yep. We can
I just-
pick up next session with Tatsu picking out some arrows. I can't guarantee the prices will stay the same.
Okay.
But, yeah, I laughed a second ago because I saw this post. It's says, "I liked your speed painting of your cat. Very interesting style that came out of it. Do you think you could try other drugs? I'd be interested to see how that affects how you paint your cat. I think drug painting could be funny." So speed painting means I painted it fast, not that I was high on meth. Oh my god!
That's pretty awesome. Makes speedrunning a game in a whole different light.
Yeah, right? I'd like to see that, actually. And we're gonna take some speed and... Alright, let's do this. Yeah! This is my favorite fucking game. Let's go.
I am going to bed.
Okay, good night.
You all have a good night.
You too.
Bye
I think
bye.
I'm going to
Do that.
yes, I think I'm going to do that. And, get food.
L.
I don't think I rolled a single dice today.
Mostly interaction.
I did not roll any dice either.
So, Satsu, you want to watch Dr. Stone Season 3?